Guys got some good questions.
Not even questions, man. Like I fucked up. I just was like lazy. I brought it up.
It's all good.
We
can't see it, man.
You can't see it. Let it just hit you at once.
Friendly fire. Yeah, right.
And I got
Romeo and Juliet all over again. Don't worry. I got practice with Jeff, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We did a video. Man.
Ahaji obviously ain't see it or share it. No big deal.
Why is it always me? Why is it always on me?
No,
no big deal, man. It's no big deal.
Why is it always on me?
It's no big deal. I've just been your best friend.
Why is it on me though?
I've just been a good friend of yours for the longest time. You still. This is okay. Let's get to the part.
Have you shared any of my videos?
I tell everybody, I'm like, Ahaji's going someplace. He's going someplace.
Have you shared any of my? Have you shared my video? Yeah, someplace. No, you're going someplace. I think we're good to start. Let's just go.
I ain't sure because you ain't sure mine.
He's good. I think we're good. Are you good?
We started, yeah, we're good.
Okay.
All right.
All right, welcome to the weekend show with Mediumjay. Today we got pretty much a high school reunion, right? Got my boys that we grew up in high school, man, when we were little kids and shit.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so we got Ahaji, the number one athlete. I think in the world, to be honest. He's like the. No,
I appreciate that, but not really. I appreciate it. Bigger than LeBron.
Bigger than LeBron. He's coming for Jordan's brand.
I was once athletic as
GOAT status.
Yeah, and then we got Gabe. Gabriel
Castro.
Gabriel Castro.
The Mexicano.
Oh, fuck. Delete that. Delete that, man. Just Gabe.
No government names.
Just Gabe, sorry.
Yeah, this guy's out here doing logistics. I see him in a suit all the time. He's traveling. You gotta check his Instagram. You just drop your guys' Instagrams right now. Just
it's MX_bimbo17.
Yeah.
You can find me at Al Mansouri, so ALMANSAREY.
There's another one at Al_Mansouri.
Yeah, the Al_Mansouri. That's my cousin.
That's your cousin. I
told him to change his.
You're like, yo, dude. I had it first. I was following him for so long, thinking, I'm like, dude, what's going on?
You sent me he sent me a picture. He's like, is this you? I don't know what's on me. I didn't even know he had the same handle as me. Actually, until you sent it. Sent it, yeah.
Yeah, for the longest time, I'm like, man, Ahaji's looking different every day.
I don't recognize this guy.
These photo filters on Instagram got me tripping.
This is on a different level, man.
I always see Gabe's Instagram, man. You travel. When was the last time you were traveling, man? What was the last?
2 weeks ago, man. I was in Mexico.
Yeah?
Oh, wow. Yeah.
How's that?
Guadalajara. That was fun, man. It's actually when it just started snowing, so it was perfect.
Oh yeah,
running,
just left.
Yeah. And then when I come back, it just sucked. But I'm used to it now.
Did you go partying?
For my birthday a little bit, but not too great, not too much.
Get any kisses?
We should go, man.
Get any kisses?
That's for another time, man.
I'm just trying to put
Kisses ain't nothing, dude. Unless you got like the fever or something, some sort of disease. No, you didn't come back with anything.
I think I came good. Yeah.
That's what I think you did.
I think everything's under control, man.
Go get checked.
Only a couple bumps I came back with. It could have been just crazy.
Oh yeah,
just a little bit.
It just hurts when I pee. That's nothing.
It just peeing blood and stuff like that. But
Jesus, hey, you should have always done this job.
Oh man. Anyway, okay, we'll leave it.
Gabe has some issues that he's taking care of right now.
It's a little bit. It's an ongoing situation. All right, guys.
But that Mexican Coke is good, man. It's changing topics. Mexican No, Coca-Cola.
Yeah. It's actually, it's
I like
glass.
Coca-Cola.
It's actually really good. They actually have it here. I don't know why. Like, it's different. They actually market it as Mexican Coke.
It's made with real sugar, yeah.
Yeah, or something like that.
Sugar cane or whatever.
It comes in that glass. I like it when it's
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why. It's actually
makes you feel fancy.
Yeah. The can's kind of weird.
It's the same one we have
there
in Nigeria too. So
yeah,
it's like.
Yeah, okay. Coca-Cola. Why is Coca-Cola spelled wrong?
Why is it backwards? I thought it was a real Coca-Cola.
It's a real shit.
Like
it's a bottle.
Getting Coca-Cola off a wish. pink,
It's like
pink label. It's not even.
half black water and just sugar.
Comes in different colors. Yeah. It's the new Coca-Cola.
Dark water and sugar.
Yeah, so getting off, we're still doing introductions, by the way.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then that's Dammy. Anyways, let's go.
Let's go, man.
Alright, damn it, you got shot.
Dammy, you
Tell
got,
us.
you got your Instagram. Plug your
He
Instagram.
has a baby. Tell us about
Yeah,
everything.
tell us
You got
about
a
everything.
girl.
How is it to be a
Why
dad,
you
man?
You guys didn't go all in. Why you
Yeah,
guys
no,
go
I
in?
wanna hear
you
about it.
went- you guys went-
I wanna hear
I
about
thought
it.
she just transitioned.
Yeah, I have a bro. I have a girl. Yes, I have a daughter. Yes, Kalani.
Nice, nice. Kalani?
Instagram handle Dammy of Life.
Dammy,
okay.
yeah.
That's for my brother.
Damn of life, man.
Yeah.
And sorry, man. That one photo, the gender reveal, that was the dopest fucking. That was a fucking.
What was
baby
it?
ass
It
photo.
was.
Where
It
you were
was.
kicking the
It was
ball.
a pretty
What was
sick
it?
one.
How,
Show
how many
that.
trees caught on
It was
fire?
on Instagram. This guy he was invited.
No, because I deleted it. Did I delete Instagram? Or?
He showed
I
up to
don't
the.
think. Do I have it
I
on
was
IG?
away for Instagram.
You know, I'll pull it up.
I think it was on Facebook or something. But
I don't know.
But it is on Facebook for sure. It was like
Yeah, okay.
my sister's best friend, who's a photographer, took that picture.
Yeah,
And
maybe.
How
gender
old's the
reveal.
baby?
The baby now is 11 months. So yeah. Well, 11 months and 2 weeks. She's born on Christmas Day.
Okay.
So on Christmas,
I know
Oh,
we're all
'cause-
uncles, eh?
Yeah.
Did you get her
I
a
would-
gift?
Huh?
Did
His,
you get her a gift?
Yeah, we did, man.
Yeah, I know, but I don't think I ever brought it to you, did I?
No,
You
we
gave us a
did.
gift card.
Oh, yeah,
Give us a
Disney,
gift card.
Disney.
Oh, yeah, we did.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
we
did.
did. We did.
I thought I never brought it.
Oh no, you guys brought it for sure. You guys
Yeah,
gave
yeah,
card.
is she?
Sorry,
a
I didn't
small?
see it, man. I was away from
Oh, it's
Instagram for
totally
like
fine.
7 months.
Bro, I like barely post it, so like.
Yeah.
Hey, it's okay. We're past that.
Alright, anyway.
I'm gonna show you the picture still. Oh, it's you don't even have it on Instagram.
I think I
Wow.
have it on
It's
Facebook.
on
That's it. I
Oh,
think
it's
it's
on Facebook.
Facebook.
That's what it was.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine, man.
But that's a dope photo. I see that, and like when you kicked it right, and all that smoke.
Yeah.
How big was the fire?
Bruh. We didn't start no fires.
No fires?
I don't put it out there.
These
Yeah,
gender reveal
I'm trying
photos.
to find this.
To be
your
honest,
phone?
I didn't want a gender reveal. I wanted to keep it low key. But my
Did you
wife's
want-
family was like, we
Oh,
gotta
that-
know.
like a surprise.
Yeah, like a surprise. So I was like,
That's a professional picture.
Yeah, that fucking looks so dope.
and that was kind of how like
Were you happy you got a girl?
I don't know.
I
Baby,
was
probably
happy
can't
I
even
got
see
a
it.
girl.
Whatever.
Maybe cut it in.
I was so happy I got a girl, but Gabe made me realize
Like that. So.
Gabe was making me second guess. But I'm happy I got a girl. I wanted a girl.
I made you second.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because Gabe was like, "Are you sure you want a girl? Are you sure?"
Wait. But yo, you said
wait,
you
wait,
gave a second. Give
No, it made me second
I
guess.
don't remember this.
I want to know why you were so shocked that you got a girl.
No, I
I want
don't.
to know how you get talked
What's
into
wrong with
second
having a
guess.
girl?
No, I don't remember this conversation.
No,
man.
legit. You were like actually like, dude, you don't want a girl.
Damn,
the first
you
one.
seems like he's
Damn, it seems like you remember the difference.
just sit back on this one.
I know it's all good though. But
No. My apologies.
It's obviously not good.
This is the second time he has apologized.
I'm not mad.
My
Legit.
apologies, bro.
No, legit, I'm not
kidding.
mad. I
This
promise
is the
I'm not
second
mad.
time.
Wait, we
No,
started fun.
I'm counting.
Maybe I'm questioning you. You know.
No, of
maybe
course.
it wasn't in that sense. You know, like.
Bruh, I promise.
Get
you
out of
that
here.
there's no-
Because I think you recently got out of another relationship, so maybe that's.
You hopping like a frog to do.
I know.
You
Get
know
off
that,
it.
so
that's
like
how
I
you
was
move?
like, are you sure
That's
you
how
want
you
that?
move?
You know.
On to the next, right?
This is how it was. It was like,
Okay.
no,
go ahead.
legit. It was just kind of like, I remember.
Yeah, what happened? Let's-
Well, basically, we planned on having a baby. It was a girl. I was happy, and Gabe was like, "Yo,
no,
you
but
sure you want a girl?"
Let's
Oh.
Hey, you're like, really?
Was it on a message or did he message?
No, this was like in
person.
It came through, and I was
So
like,
how did it go? You go, hey, Gabe, I'm having a girl. I'm getting a girl. And
girl,
Gabe was
I'm
like,
happy. He's like, is that what you want? I'm like, yeah, I want a girl. He's like, bless me. He was like, oh yeah, you never want a girl as your first. That was your words. Yeah, I was like, bro, why?
I never said that. I never said that. I never said that. I never said that.
he just lied though.
You want a guy as a first, so they don't turn into hoes.
No,
Your words, my guy. He did say that shit. I remember my guy. I was like, yo, bro, what the fuck?
Wow, yeah.
Did you really say
Cancel, yo.
No. Yeah,
Wait, hold on.
Why? Like,
No, I probably, this is what I probably said, and you probably paraphrasing or something. I said like, usually a guy, what they want is a guy.
You did
know?
say that.
Yeah,
Is that true or no?
Yeah.
I said that.
You said that. You said
You know, and maybe I questioned it like, because I don't think you knew already if it was a girl or a guy yet. and you're like, oh, I want a girl.
No,
that's probably I question why.
Yeah.
But I think every
you
guy
didn't know,
wants a guy.
Yeah.
No, but that's a conversation.
And if I said something like that, it was probably as a joke.
No, obviously, but you said every guy wants a guy. You did say that.
Yeah.
And
I
was saying,
stand by
no.
that, yeah.
And I said, and I quote, no, I actually want a girl. And you're like,
Yeah,
no, most guys want guys. That's what you said.
Yeah, that's
Most guys,
probably.
I think naturally I would want a guy,
Yeah.
but if I get a girl, obviously I'd love
Like you
it.
obviously want probably one and one. Oh, sorry, Jeff. Go ahead.
Well, that's the thing. Most men want men, but damn,
Yeah.
he's feminine. He's a soft-spoken guy. He's sweet, sensual. He's a lover
I mean,
boy.
hey.
Look at him. He
We
wants
can't tap into that feminine side more, right?
He wouldn't know how to deal with the man.
We can't deal with the toxic masculinity all the time. So yeah, I love girls, like,
Damn, always got into fights and stuff like that, right?
Exactly.
He's kind of tired
And
of that rough thing.
I'm tough for that mentality.
He'd come to school like in blood. I was like, what happened? Guys,
Wait, you came you
school,
were fighting in
what?
school?
No, I used to get jumped.
People
I used to
would
get jumped in high
pick
school.
fights with him for some reason.
not a fight. I was getting made.
He was getting beat up. He was coming out for help.
But legit, remember, I was
He was asking you for help.
No, but that's the thing. My first fight.
Oh, now he just came back with another fight. I was like, help me.
The reason why he's asking if you need a boy, he needs some support.
No, but listen.
He needs some backup. He's like he needs a son.
Hey, look me now.
No.
Look me now. He's still getting jumped.
Remember, I almost fought.
Where's your lunch money, man?
Remember, I almost fought Alex, and then you talked me out of it.
Yeah.
Remember that day, like when I first started school, and I was about to fight Alex.
Yeah.
Like, dude, don't do it. He's got too many friends.
Yeah,
Alex
it's
is
not
a
worth
drug
it.
dealer too.
It's not worth it.
Yeah, it was like it's not worth it, and that's kind of why I backed down from that. But I
fighting's not
legit.
worth it.
He was really with this shit.
Yeah, I'm not really about fighting.
And we were playing sports at the time, you know.
Remember when he
getting
cracked
suspended
that
and all
guy in the back of the head or some shit? He punched that dude.
Really? Oh yeah, like back in the day.
He slipped a fucking lighter in his head on the football field because I don't even know, man. It was some sort of shit, but
Yeah, he was on the football team for like a week.
too violent.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man. But people were always picking fights. I don't know. I just remember. And you would just
Always
come
starting
and like.
trouble.
I don't know.
I
For
used
some
to
reason,
get-
maybe you were looking at them like
It's
kind
the
of weird.
Nigerian blood, though.
No, but that's the thing. Probably he was, because body language,
That's
Nigerians,
racist.
Maybe.
Nigerians tend to look.
Actually, it's not racist. You're half
I'm
Nigerian.
Think about
Kenyan.
it. Think about it. This is the first nigga that can't run. The first nigga.
The high, no endurance.
You guys remember Christian? Christian, the black kid? Like
Yeah,
Joseph?
yeah.
Christian Joseph,
Yeah.
Fucking, we were in grade 6 doing the fucking, whatever.
Beep
What's,
test?
not the beep test, but what was that, track and field day or whatever?
Yeah.
Fucking, we did the batons and shit. And they're like, we were with Christian, and Christian was like the leader, and he was trying to organize who's gonna do the last relay. He's like, okay, we need someone fast, right? He's like, Jeff, you're Kenyan, right? You can run. And I'm like, yep. I can't run, bro. I'm slow. I'm like a
Well, you did
linebacker.
play football. You
Yeah,
were
but-
running back, right? Running back.
But then it was me just running through people.
Yeah. But as you were fullback.
Yeah, you're a fullback. Yes.
You were running back.
Yes.
Yeah.
You were running
Yeah,
back.
this guy's a
We were
running
all
back.
running
I just took
back.
everything.
Oh yeah, we were.
Yeah.
all running
And
back.
you're more receiver though, but
Receiver, running back,
Yeah.
fucking
kick returner,
kick
everything.
returner. Yeah. But I remember, and then he's like, I just fucking blew we like last, and he was so bad, and he's
Blew the
like,
lead?
yeah, I blew it, fuck, yeah. And
The first Kenyan that can't run.
yeah,
Yeah. The
I'm
Kenyans
the
are
first.
about to
I'm
disown
the
you.
first Kenyan.
They're about to
I'm the
disown
first
you.
Kenyan that can't run.
They're about to disown you.
No.
I think it's that white side now.
Yeah. No, it's fucking. It's COVID, man.
Man, when was the last time we were all together? That's like probably high school, eh?
Yeah, man.
I know, man.
Well, Haji, I see you all the time in the club, man. And I'm gonna call you out on this right now, man. I'm gonna call you out.
the club?
At the club all the time. When I see you, when I go to the club, I don't go to the club all the time.
I
but
go to the
when
club.
You go to the club all the
You
time.
seen him
man.
at the club?
All the time.
You seen him at the club?
You guys don't see his Instagram
I don't
story.
go to the club. I'm a dad now.
Have you seen me at the club?
Man, remember like before this bullshit COVID? But remember I used to always see you, or were you too drunk?
You saw me at the club?
All the time I see Alhaji's like this. He's all in the vibe. He's just like, what's up? What's up? And I'm like, yo, what's up, Alhaji? Like, yo, dude, where were you, man? Where? I'm like, dude, I'm fucking waiting in line, bro. Some people can't get in and skip the line, bro. He's like, dude, what's up, bro? And then I just don't see him again the next day. And he's like, dude, man, you were there? And I'm like, I messaged him the next day. I'm like, yo, man, that was crazy. I seen you. You were there?
Yeah, that's
Bro, I can't even remember. I was just with the chick the other. Just talks about this. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, wow, that's crazy. I haven't been out in so long. I haven't been out in so long.
Yeah.
It's been 3 years now since I've been out.
Really? So COVID's really fucked you. Hey, that's one thing I've always actually been curious about. I'm kind of going to like take over a little bit. No, but like legit. How was COVID?
What I want to know what that means.
No, but I get like being single.
Let's crash this.
No, wait.
I want to know.
Yeah?
Did you really get shot?
Did I really get shot? No, I didn't get. No, I already told. This is it. I already told.
I know. I just wanted
It was
to
something
figure
I've always told people. Like listen. This is how it started. This is how the real shit started.
Truthful about
So
it.
really, what happened was like I actually got hit with a cap gun. You know what a cap gun is?
Yeah.
Like those shit that make
Yeah.
sounds.
Yeah.
They make a lot of loud sounds and shit. And I was telling someone.
So it's a loud sound.
No, listen.
It's a bullet.
No, but this is how the story went. Like legit, I was actually telling I had a thick ass accent then, and I legit was telling my friend. So this guy shot this cap gun, but I didn't know what Canadians called it.
Yeah.
So I just said this guy shot this gun, and then I pinned my body against the fence.
Yeah.
But all this nigga heard was shot a guy. And then I got hurt. So that's how the story started. And before I knew it,
So that's the truth.
that's the truth. Nick had already spread this. Now everyone's coming up to me like,
This is the first
Yo!
Jussie Smollett, man.
no, everyone started saying,
Careful.
everyone started saying like, yo,
He was funny.
I heard you got shot. And I'm like, what?
You're like, yeah, I got shot.
I didn't get convicted.
He's about to be racist.
You straight up look
Nah.
like the guys that kidnapped Jussie Smollett.
No.
Two Nigerians.
Oh, yeah, two Nigerians too.
Two buff Nigerians. And they had the look of Dammy.
I thought it was a cap gun. Thought it was a cap gun. And I got shot. Yeah.
No, but like that's how the story really started.
But you went with it for some.
No,
I
but
remember you told me.
This is how it happened, okay? What am I gonna do?
You were out of your way.
No, this is how it happened.
You just got
No, when
He's
the
like,
word
yeah,
is
I got shot.
when the word is outside.
Right here. Right here.
I got a mixtape coming
No,
out.
but that's the thing. When the word is already
like
out
Tupac.
there,
When the word is out, you gotta go with it.
I'm like, I guess I gotta go with it. That's legit how it happened. I'm like, what the fuck? I said
So I heard you
shot.
got shot. Yeah, I got shot.
Yeah, of course.
Like 9 times.
No, yeah, 50 Cent was like the,
Yeah,
coolest
50
thing there.
Cent.
And I was like, I guess this nigga's 50 Cent. And I just went along with it.
Yeah.
And for the longest time, I'm like, wait, now I look back, I'm like, why the fuck was I capping?
Yeah.
I used to cap about a lot of stupid shit.
Well, that's high school, man.
I know, that's like a-
So it's like a popularity
You
contest.
can look at it.
Start junior high, bro.
Yeah, you look at it and you're like, bruh, like
Did
that's
some
just.
cringy moments.
And a lot of. What about my? Oh yeah, we can go to those later. But like,
Basketball.
I guess so many cringy
No,
things, like,
you know what? You know what made me mad about Dammy? I remember that time we went to your house and we were playing 2K.
Yeah.
We were playing for the actual for the game,
Yeah.
and I whooped your ass.
Big stakes.
And the guy wanted to fight me because he lost. I said, "This is mine now." He's like, "No," he grabbed it and then fucking ran.
I don't even remember this shit.
You remember?
I actually don't
It
remember.
was like NBA Live 14 or something, or like
I used to bet. I look at so. I used
No,
to bet a
09.
lot
It was
of
like
shit.
09 or something.
No, I used to bet a lot of shit. This is real shit.
And then
I
when
used
you
to
lose
bet,
it?
and when I lose, I'm like, no, I was just fucking around, man. You know, I was fucking.
Yeah, why the fuck you get it?
We bet even like there was a day we bet like the Lakers and Celtics were playing, and then like
Good
I remember like I picked the
Because the Celtics had won the year
Yeah,
before.
I think I picked the Celtics
Was it
to win.
2009?
Yeah, it was something like that.
Yeah, it was only, so the same year, back
Yeah, and I was like, yo, the Celtics are going to win. I was like, game 7. And I pulled up to school the next day, Lakers won. I'm like, man, I didn't want to see I literally was dodging a hockey all day.
Yeah,
I was thinking about what comes out of the bathroom.
I think that's how you. Yeah, that's how you're supposed to.
That's the last time I seen you, actually. That's the last time I seen you. Until today. That's the
Until
reason.
today, yeah, exactly. Until today.
Yeah.
So, anyways, this
That's
whole
funny,
podcast
that's
is like, yo, you just gotta give them.
Oh, nah, hey.
Yeah, give
All this
me the 2K09.
I'm going to grab it.
I actually
2014.
Yeah, 2014.
Make it updated because of inflation.
Oh yeah, inflation.
Or you pay me, yeah, because of inflation.
I'll pay you.
You gotta pay the new one at least.
50 cents.
Yeah, like $70. It's
I'll
like
pay you.
games are not cheap
Yeah,
anymore.
$89.99,
Oh,
dude.
games are not cheap. Remember, it used to be like
Doubled
40,
in price.
40 something
Yeah,
dollars,
they were
like
like
$39.99.
They were 50 max.
I was
Yeah,
like
I know,
80,
it's just
bro.
ridiculous.
Inflation hits you
Minimum
like
80 plus all the
ridiculous,
whatever.
Yeah, like
Even game packs and all that stuff.
yeah, it's just ridiculous now.
Yeah,
Like, imagine
guys,
growing up
guys got
now.
me walking, you know.
Like imagine growing up now
walk everywhere.
playing video games. Like before, I could save like what $40 and go buy a game. But
No.
now imagine trying to save up $100 just to buy one game. That's just
And
ridiculous.
the problem with gaming nowadays is like they'll release like you guys check out the new Battlefield. That shit's
Nah,
not.
how-
It's all buggy and shit. Like
Oh,
they just drop games and they update them like in 6 months.
Yeah,
You get like
yeah.
a test version of it, and you're like, dude,
They
what
do
am
the
I
Apple
paying?
thing where you,
I
like
hate
after
that.
a year it's just shitty, right?
Exo
patch
But
the
yo,
shit.
like life is good though. Like I love like how Teslas you can just update it instead of like buy a new car, right? You just update it, and the depreciation,
Depreciation. And this
Wow.
one, he wanted to drink. He wanted to drink.
Yeah, that's where the drink comes in.
depreciation.
Right?
Oh wow, I can't even say it.
Now you got me, guy. Now you got me.
Depreciation.
The depreciation. Okay. Of the car is like 3,000 after like 4 years or something like that. Oh, 5 years, which is crazy, right?
Yeah, but like
'Cause, like,
Teslas.
Yeah. What?
But
Because
they-
like my car, as soon
I
as I
think
drove it
this
off
year
the
it's
lot,
like
it
the
was
first year
5,000.
where like used cars are like actually
Top of the-
expensive.
Yeah.
Oh,
Or
yeah,
something
yeah,
like that
yeah.
because of the shortage of
Yeah.
chips or whatever.
Shortage
I
of
don't know.
chips.
Used cars are expensive.
Everything.
It's
Right?
like 10%.
Everything.
Like even like me.
Dogs are not more expensive.
My car, I didn't sell my car.
Dogs?
I bought
Yeah.
my car and I wanted like my car is a small car.
Yeah.
I wanted
Good
to
job,
upgrade to an
good job.
SUV.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh fuck, I already have this car. I haven't had it for long.
Yeah.
Selling it did not make sense because I'd be losing half the money.
That's-
so I
that's the
figured,
issue.
oh fuck, I'm just going to hold on to the car. And now I actually called my thing and I said, oh hey, I'm willing to trade the car back in. They're willing to give me way more than I paid for the car.
Really?
Now because used cars are like.
Yeah.
Right now, they have no
Everyone's
cars.
after it, right?
Yeah, they have no cars on the lot really for that model. So my model, like my car, I'm like, it has all these problems.
No one's
like,
buying new cars anymore.
yeah, I'm
No,
like,
you can't-
Fucking
I have all these
brand.
problems wrong with it. You're like, we'll still
ridiculous.
take it. We'll pay you more than you paid for it.
Yeah.
So like, I bought the car
you
for
sold
10
it?
grand. Yeah, I haven't sold it yet. I'm still thinking about it. I bought it for. It only has like 40K, kilometers on it, and I'm like,
Oh, it's not
What do you
bad.
drive?
Yeah.
What do you drive?
I drive what's it called?
The Accord?
Chrysler 200.
Dude, those are nice
So-
cars, man.
Yeah, but that's
how
the
much you
thing.
selling it for?
That was my first car.
I was trying to. Well, it has like what 50,000 kilometers on it, and it was a 2016, 2017, and I bought it for 10K, and I was trying to sell it for 8K. I couldn't get 8K in the summer, and now the
8K?
dealership is trying to at least give me 13K just to
Damn.
trade it in.
13?
I swear.
Damn.
The
Cool.
car, it's like apparently like everyone's like wanting the same car. They're willing to give me 13
Why don't
just
you
to
do
trade
it?
it
Yeah,
in.
you should
And I'm
do
like,
it
I should
now.
do it.
Are you
but
serious?
There's a bubble.
the reason
There has
why
to
I
be a
just
bubble,
don't want to
right?
do it though is because if I trade in the car, if I trade in the car,
You need a
I
new
don't
one.
want to pay the monthly fee. I already paid off the car.
Oh, okay.
And I don't want to take on something I have to pay off every month. And that's I don't
It's
want to
gonna
make
be
a
added
car
to your
payment.
next car, though.
Yeah, I don't want to pay a car payment and then fucking gas and then there'll be 3 different things for one car. I'm like, it just for me it didn't make sense to
Yo,
make car
a
payments.
car is like a loss at any point.
At any
Like,
point.
you're
So
not
why the
just-
heck would I keep paying
Unless you
money
sell
every
drugs.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
You make money.
It depreciates as soon as you buy it off the lot.
Exactly. And I really
It's a car is just for to take you
It's
to
a
A and B
status,
and then back to
exactly.
A. That's all it is.
But it saves so much fucking time. So
Especially
you could
in
do-
Winnipeg,
you
but
could do-
yeah, because in Winnipeg we don't have that much transportation options, right?
Yeah, we have
Yeah,
trains.
we
have-
need a car here.
Yeah,
That's
you
the
need a
shit.
car.
You just
need
need
a
a
car.
train.
So
yeah,
it's like,
you need a car for sure.
yeah, if you didn't, if we lived in Toronto or something, like then you
And
can
the
take
winters are brutal,
Or
so they-
Vancouver, you can take the
Yeah.
the
And that's the
train
unfortunate
and-
truth of things.
Yeah.
And also having a baby, you need a car in COVID. You don't want to put your baby in like a bus or, so
yeah,
that's
yeah.
a shitty thing. So I always
Yeah.
have to just drive places and appointments. Yeah,
Nice, man.
really.
Nice.
No, but yeah, no. I
I'd say
think cars-
jump on the 13K for that.
I know. I was like, bro,
That's fucking.
it's nice
You
as
make
hell.
some profit off of that.
I
It's
said
extra
something like
5,000.
flipping. I was like, fuck it. Why would I not? do
Because
it?
once you said if it's a supply issue, once the shit gets better, right?
Yeah.
And supply opens up, that price is gonna drop, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
But then if I take on this thing, then I have to get a car right away too, and then I have to buy a car.
Wait,
It's more expensive anyway.
your wife doesn't have a.
No, she doesn't. She doesn't currently drive. So like, really, if I sold the car now,
Yeah.
well, I'm getting 2 months leave. I was thinking about selling it right when I go for that leave. That way, I don't have to drive for 2 months. But really, if I sell the car, I would have to turn around and
When
buy
you get
it
in 2 months, man.
in February. In February, I get 2 months off. February to April, so I'll have
Nice.
that.
Paternity leave.
Yeah, I know parental leave. For all being Canadian. I've
You
never
guys living
ever.
nice, yeah.
I'm like, this is weird for me being off.
Paternity leave? Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
parental
all.
leave.
Did you
parental leave.
choose February to?
I can choose whatever date I want.
Wait,
really.
everybody
I choose
gets
February.
paternity leave?
No, parental leave.
That's
you-
traveling.
Sorry.
Yeah,
no, no,
just
sir.
parental leave. Everybody
You
gets?
can get it if you want. Like if
Wait,
my
is
wife
that,
is
is that appropriate to ask? I don't have a kid, but can you travel? then?
Yeah, I can travel in that That's literally what I was saying. I can travel in
We
February.
should travel. So
Yeah.
You could do anything.
No, because really, like that 2 months off, anyone can get it. My wife took the extended
Nice,
thing.
man.
She took the extended, which is a year and a half.
But
You guys
the whole idea about
it, right? You split it.
the whole idea about this is you taking care of the kid, right?
Taking care of the kid, but you can still use it as a.
No,
You can still use
You
it.
can use it as long as
Wait,
it's just
so-
you being present. For
So
the
does
thing.
your wife get like? How long does your wife get? A full
She
year,
gets a
right?
year and a half. We took the
A
extended.
year and a half?
Yeah.
So okay, rather some people take the parents.
What do you mean you take the extended?
So there
one?
are
You get to choose?
options.
Okay.
There's an extended one,
Yeah.
and there's the normal one. The normal one is like almost under a year, really.
Yeah.
That's what most people.
But
go
like
for.
the extra half year,
So-
you get paid less. Like
You get paid 33% rather than
yeah.
like if you take
60% or whatever.
you get to, say you get $1,000 every month.
Yeah.
Originally.
Holy shit.
No, I'm saying originally you get $1,000 a month.
Poverty.
No, but that's what I'm
12,000 a
saying.
year.
I'm trying to use that as an
Yeah,
example.
it's
But
a-
like she'll be getting 33% of that of her wages every month.
okay,
Basically,
got
that's the only shitty thing about spreading it out. But at the same time, the fact that she spreads it out means I get 2 months as the other parents.
Nice.
I get 2 months off if I choose to take it.
Tell me.
I know. I'm teaching y'all. So you guys have babies now and take the 2 months to yourself.
No, I'm
Have a baby
definitely
for the
gonna
2
have a
months.
baby.
For the 2
I'm
months.
fucking with you.
I want a baby. I think I'll be a good dad.
I heard that you just have to split it, right? Like
Yeah, you.
my baby mama don't work, so nigga gonna be working.
No,
I can't
yeah.
really take it home. I need the full amount.
So how does it work with you two? Like,
You know, right? It's a little rough right now. It's personal, but baby mama drama kind of.
yeah,
you know?
I'm saying like what
But-
the sharing the kid was like.
You know, it's-
You gotta pay a lot
you
of
got
money.
you got a boy or a girl?
we got a boy.
So you gotta pay a lot of money.
What's your baby's name? You don't want to share that?
I'm playing.
No,
Gives like
I got a boy.
Under
But, yeah, it was like, man, you know, we were like, we weren't dating or anything like that. We were, you know, just
Just
kind of
kinda-
friends, chilling, and one thing led to another, and yeah,
and
it was
boom,
just- boom, life
and
hits
boom,
you.
the kid's here. Yeah.
this is why you use protection.
Wrap it up, kids, because
No, condoms are not fun though. I tell you, don't wrap it up if you don't know the bitch.
That's like
No, I pull out game strong.
You're
Yo,
with me, don't
I
get
pull out
advice.
game strong. I pull out game strong.
Are you
I
sure?
wanted a baby. I legit wanted a
Are
baby.
you sure it
I'm
is,
dead
bro?
ass serious. I legit wanted a baby. I tell people.
he wanted a girl. He legit wanted.
we will find out on Judgment Day.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
You guys gonna be like, and the Superman says.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
You got shot. That's a lie. You
I already confessed.
No, you
I already confessed. though.
You wanted the 2 months.
Where do I start with that? Where do I start with that?
You wanted the 2 months off.
13, yeah.
First of all, you did not want a kid. You wanted a boy. If anything, but
You're not even from Nigeria.
you actually Congolese.
I'm doing the Jussie Smollett. I'm living Jussie Smollett.
Everything. Dude, I can imagine though, damn, he has that charisma where he could just be like lying about everything.
I think you're gonna
That
say
Jesse-
Congo.
that Jesse thing was crazy.
No, that shit was fucking
Like,
crazy. That was
I
wild
read that
shit.
like
You
they
guys
knew
see
each
it?
other.
You see the photo or whatever?
What,
Like they had a sexual relationship.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
Nigerian gay? Like, that
the
didn't
guys,
make
yeah.
sense to me.
Those actors, so those actors, right?
what are you guys talking
No,
about?
Jussie
Smollett.
Jussie Smollett.
Who the hell is that?
Okay, we
is
gotta
it-
explain it for him.
Oh, okay.
You want to?
Okay, he's a guy from a TV show called
Empire.
Empire.
Empire, yeah.
But basically, this guy himself is gay.
Uh-huh.
The Jussie Smollett
In
guy.
real
Has
life?
nothing to do
In
with
real
it.
life. No, that
He
has
just
nothing to
threw
do
that
with
out
it.
there.
But just threw that out there. But really, he just
In the show, he was a he
basically
his character was
said
gay,
like
right?
one day people Trump people basically
Trump people.
With
Yeah.
mega hats.
MAGA hats like
Okay,
jumped him in the middle
This
of
is
the
already
night.
fishy, man.
And
So
then-
people felt bad for him.
and people felt bad for him.
And the
Really.
black community actually on Twitter was the funniest because they were like, hold up here, right? Because
Rope around his neck
So
and
they
beat him up.
what did this Trump people do?
No, it said they had the MAGA hats on.
Yeah,
His
MAGA
words, like,
hats.
Yeah.
so basically they jumped him, and it said, "Go back to your country, nigger," or some shit like that.
I don't
Some really
believe it.
wild shit.
yeah, some wild.
He
like,
really made it like
like,
wild
they
story.
beat him up, this and
And
that.
the
F word.
Yeah.
People, literally celebrities were like, "I can't believe you did this," and so everyone was like, "We support you, Jesse." And then it came out.
And it
Black
put his
Twitter-
name,
Black Twitter
it
was
put
like,
his
nah.
name to the top of
Yeah.
trending
What made,
and shit like
what
that
made the
too.
whole thing worse was like now they had cameras where he said the thing happened. They couldn't catch. They couldn't catch shit. So now this guy was like pivoting
Well,
the story.
no.
He
So
started
what
pivoting.
happened was he actually twisted the story and said, and then actually called out the two guys
Oh.
that did it, the two Nigerians, right? And then they came out and said, hey, actually, he's calling us out, but you were the one that planned this. You know?
We were actors.
Yeah, we were actors. Yeah, you
actors.
paid us to do this. Why are you trying to like get us in trouble, right? And then that's when like the whole everything
shit just
happened, and then
These
the
people
court
are insane,
happened.
man.
No, but like,
So they found out like he had like sexual relationship with one of the guys. They were like
It's a whole fucking
masturbating.
thing.
It was weird. The
better than
way
Empire.
they said it was like they masturbated in front of each other.
it's so weird.
I don't know what that means even. But anyways, yeah, I don't even know what that means. But that's the sexual relationship they had.
And now he was in court.
And then they smoked something. I forgot what they did. They did some type of drug. They were all fucked up that day, and then decided to do all that shit. And and now he's in court, and he actually got found guilty, and he was going to jail.
yeah.
Okay, good. Man.
Yeah, they really like.
That's awesome.
I think you didn't hear about that. That was like a it was crazy because everyone felt bad for him for the longest time. But then
Oh, fuck that, man.
I was like, hold up, this story is sounding crazy.
Yeah,
When I first heard that, I was like, I don't know. They
Right
put
off
a
the
rope
bat,
around
when
his
you-
neck?
the description.
Yeah.
No, right away.
You
It
gotta
sounded
know.
just
Like
like.
a
sounds
celebrity
fishy.
like you, and obviously he was going down in the ratings, and like he lost his job, I think.
Yeah, he got fired.
Yeah,
That's
he got
what
fired.
when he got
Good,
fired
good,
too.
man.
So he was one of those.
Yeah, I just
weird
thought it was
things.
like it was fishy from the start for me too. I was like, bro, obviously he took Twitter over because everyone's like, oh my god, we need to protect this.
Yeah,
social.
Screw this, all this.
And I was like, bro, like this
These
shit
warriors,
just sounds,
yeah.
this shit just sounds too fishy. Like, bro, they came out of their place to come to the hood in Chicago, and then two MAGA guys, and no one saw it but you. And then they told you to go back to your country.
In the cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the cold. I'm like, bro.
Two Nigerians, by the way.
In Chicago,
Got no business.
in Chicago, too.
Chicago,
There's
yeah.
nobody Trump supports in Chicago.
Yeah, that's what that was the first red flag. They're like, hold up,
Too many things.
wearing mega hats too, so specific. Wow.
Yeah.
I saw them wear mega hats right before they knocked me out. That's the last thing I saw.
Like, if you didn't add the last part, like to go back to your country, I would have been like, it's somewhat believable. But it's like,
Yeah, no, I didn't hear about this, man.
So you hear about the Kyle Rittenhouse?
Yes, yeah, I heard about that.
What is it?
So what do you guys think about that? Actually, this is an
Good,
interesting
good,
topic.
yeah.
This is,
It's good. It's good. I'm
good.
I'm for Kyle, man.
Yeah, yeah.
100%, man.
I'm mixed. Like, honestly, this is where the difference is. Like, for me, I don't lean to one side. I like sitting in the middle, hearing both sides of things.
Yeah.
And then, because I think it's just simple
The
minded.
guy on court literally said he was like, "You didn't shoot him until until you pointed the gun at him." It's self-defense.
I'm on Kyle's side in that.
Yeah.
Like, that's where the difference is. I'm on that guy's side in the self-defensive part.
Yeah.
But my thing is, it's white privilege to leave your own state. It'd be like me going to Toronto.
I think it
with
has
a
nothing
gun.
to do with race or
optics,
anything,
No, the
man.
optics should look bad, regardless of
Yeah.
who you are. If I take a gun and go to Toronto, and I've already said, I'm going to kill some motherfuckers. If I go to Toronto and someone actually dies from my gun, there's a little bit of premeditation there. Because I've already said I'm going to kill people. And then I go there and someone dies from
And the
my
issue
gun.
is, I think the issue was like, what like I think the case was like, I think he did win, and it was like,
I think
Justice
I think justice was
I think justice was
was
served.
served. I think that was correct what they did. But what I didn't like was like the way they went about it, because they said he was trying to protect this car shop or a car place, right? And no one asked him to protect that. He just came out of his own way. Even like they didn't even interview the owners of that. And what they asked them question, actually they asked the interviewers asked the owners of that car place later on, and they asked him like, did you want like protection? And they're like, no, like I would have rather have him. I'd rather have them vandalize things than
Yeah.
him
Obviously, he put
coming
himself in a
and shooting it.
situation where
That he didn't have to be.
But he
in.
didn't have to.
So as an African American, like he's saying, like if a black person were to go do that and shut up some
he'd be
people,
in
like
jail.
whoa, like it'd be like crazy.
No, like, imagine-
It's messed up as it is. Like regardless, it's both messed up. But 100% he'll be in
No,
jail.
if I'm
He had-
black and I
he-
take a gun somewhere.
He was part of the what's it called? What's that supremacist group called? Why the 70?
It's not Antifa.
Not
no,
Antifa,
no.
no.
Nah,
Proud
Antifa,
Boys.
nah.
I don't know anything. I just hear Antifa.
No, not the Proud Boys. It's like the The 12th, there's something like it's. I'll figure out. I'll figure
No,
out.
but one thing I just don't
You guys
like
can
about
talk,
the
I'll figure out the
aftermath, about the whole
Hell's
thing.
Angels.
Like again, I think justice was served. I think he was in
Yeah, but
self-defense.
what? I don't know. I don't know if it has to do a lot with race. This case, you know, like they brought out a lot of race into it, but he shot all like white people, you know,
No,
like,
not-
and then they made him like, they. I don't know. They made
trying
him
to
look
phrase
so
it.
bad.
It was.
But the guys that he was shooting, all those guys on the streets were also fucking bad, man.
was-
They were all
No, they were bad.
burning
Also
fucking shit. They were
around
doing
young
shit that they
guys, a lot of
shouldn't.
people-
I don't
Yeah.
think
Everybody-
it's about race. I
I
don't
don't-
think
not at all.
that situation was about race, but I think because like the way things panned out and obviously how he was
Well, it's
treated.
white luck.
Yeah,
Is what
yeah,
you call
yeah.
it. You can call it
It was definitely because he was
And
white.
everybody out there in
It
that
went the way
street,
it
they're
did.
doing shit
I
that
don't
they
think-
shouldn't.
I don't think
Burning
True.
shit, like everybody there involved in
But
one
that guy
way or
had-
another. What are you doing there? You know?
And there's always
I can always say that. But,
But-
the one thing on the other side that you can say is they didn't bring a gun to that fight. I don't know if they. No, I'm saying like they didn't kill anyone. So
I don't know. They were-
for instance,
he got
if,
shot- he
if
got-
you and I fight,
Yeah.
and I literally, if you and I fight, and you bring out a gun and you kill me,
It'd be a cap gun.
I wouldn't die though. I always tell the story. Man. No, but like honestly,
I was dead for 3 seconds.
I
Yeah.
think the biggest thing.
Shot me in the back.
I came back.
He shot me 9 times. Dude, I think the biggest thing in that thing, honestly, is always that premeditation for me. The verdict I think was perfectly fine. I was not, you know.
Damn, yeah, I think you're forgetting, man. He's a fucking 17-year-old kid.
That's true,
He,
man.
he
How many
probably
ti-
literally
Yeah.
thought he was gonna just actually protect him.
No.
You can
Look up his
literally,
history.
you're young enough,
Look
you
up
don't
his history.
understand the actual.
Listen, a 17-year-old kid should not be, and right now he's being praised. As a 17-year-old kid, he's being praised. He's all over the news and everything. As a 17-year-old kid, watch him talk on TV.
Oh, yeah, it's
okay.
still
like
stupid.
he knows he's smarter. He's smarter to them
smart,
to
yeah.
grab a gun and then drive from one state to another. Like he knew exactly what the fuck he was doing.
But
Like,
he's
he,
also-
he didn't do that just because I'm a 17-year-old. I feel like I should go protect my. No, I'm going there to go shoot up some people. That's what I'm gonna do.
Like,
I have
what
a
can I
gun
say?
that I'm gonna go grab and I'm gonna go. You know what I mean?
We all have our biases.
And there was some
Yes.
text. Yeah.
We all have our biases.
Yeah, I guess so.
And that's
Yeah.
what the number one thing you guys have to think about. We all have our biases.
Yeah.
Ahaj and I might come at it from a race point.
Yeah.
Jeff
No,
might come at it from a
I'm not-
different.
yeah.
We all have our different biases, but I think the number one thing is I try to sit in the center. And like the guy that he shot, at first I started feeling. I used to feel bad. I'm like I used to
Isn't
see
that like some
when you're on
sex
Twitter.
abuser or
He was a
something
sex
like that?
abuser. I was like,
Yeah,
oh my
you
God, I
know,
don't
like,
feel.
everybody
but
there
then at
is
the
like-
same
It's kinda
time,
hard to defend.
I think the premeditation for and like no, you have to think about it. When he beat that court case. And they got to pick his own jury. The judge was doing everything.
Yeah, I don't think. I don't think the case itself was race, but the way it was
No,
handled.
but the way,
was-
like
Yeah.
the way the
There's some
way the
tech-
judge was doing.
yeah.
It. Okay, oh yeah, all this premeditation, all these videos. If that was a black guy, and he's like, I'm going to, he literally had it on all over
that's a fair
Facebook.
point.
That's real. Go look it up. He actually had a video saying, oh. I'm going here and I'm going to go kill up some motherfuckers. I'm going to go kill up people on the left side. He said it on videos in his stories. They said we're going to use this in court against him. And the judge said, like, well,
Fair-
no, you can't bring that some shit like that to court.
Fair enough. Every rapper does this, and you're allowed to do this. You could go, I shot a motherfucker.
Yeah.
And if that same day you go out and I shot a motherfucker, that court that it can't be held what you did before as counted as premeditation because.
And think
Yeah,
about
well,
it.
it is because you saying you're going to go
But
kill
think about it,
What's-
yeah.
What's that
Yeah,
rapper?
say
That
you-
rapper
you
did
have
that. And then he actually ended up killing his best
Yeah,
friend.
they
you're with your
kill-
buddies and you have all these guns. How much shit do you talk? You know, like, oh yeah, we're gonna go out there, we're gonna kill motherfuckers,
No,
right?
but-
Is that really your intention?
I'm not saying.
And it happened, you know?
Again, but
No,
that's
no,
the,
I
thing.
was-
The
I
fact
was
that
saying-
he spoke about it,
Yeah,
and then
but
it went and happened.
We do that all the time, man. You know what I'm saying?
It's
Like,
social media shit.
I know it's social media thing.
Yeah.
It's cat, regardless of what.
Yeah, yeah.
But my thing is literally think about all the situations. I'm not saying what the judgment. My thing is, my point, 1000% is if that was a black guy or any other race, they would be in jail for the rest of your life. They'll probably get the chair.
I don't know about that.
Easy.
But,
No, that part I can tell you easy because
Yeah.
number one, you left your state. They're not going to. Again, the number one reason why this guy's being praised and hailed like that is because he's serving as a pawn for the right side of it too. Because they're using him as like, oh, This is our hero, and that's where
I don't know, man. That's where we disagree. If it was like a black guy that he would be in jail, I don't know. I actually don't know.
I know that for sure. Like that's just
I think the support system wouldn't be there because he was definitely part of a white supremacist group.
I can't tell you that.
100%.
I didn't look it up.
No, I'm trying to find the name right now. He was actually part of it, and like obviously.
If he was, that's kind of fishy, but I don't know.
Yeah, I haven't heard that, so I can't.
Like a lot of things, but like when the judge spoke and like I was like, and they didn't give him anything. I'm like, yeah, self-defense, 1,000%. When he shot the person, I was like, when I saw the videos, I was like, yeah, there's nothing wrong with the way he defended himself.
He obviously put himself in a situation where he should have.
And I think the number one, he put himself in that situation. And I think the biggest thing as to why a lot of people don't fuck with him, which is not a big deal to me, is because
the media
now Fox News
is
starting to use
you said a lot of people praise him, but I also seem like a
a lot of people just dog him. A lot of people dog. He can't go to school anymore.
Yeah, you got kicked out or something.
Well, given the fact that you went and took a gun and you drove, like it came with this, like regardless of like those are both extremes. Yes, of course he's like people are treating him wrong, and they shouldn't be treating him that wrong because of something that he went to court for and then he won, right?
Yeah.
Because then after court, he's supposed to be done with, right? But at the same time, no one asked you to grab a gun and drive to a fucking different state to go shoot people.
Yeah.
No one asked you for that. You know, back in the day, like the LA riot happened too. The LA riot was the most like crazy. That it was worse than what happened 2020. But for someone to go out of their own state to drive all the way to go shoot people, no one asked you. You're 17-year-old. Like,
it's a completely naive way of thinking. But I think you guys, it can't be about race. I think it's stupidity. And stupidity doesn't
and it should be linked to the gun laws in America, like all that.
He could have been on the forums, on 4chan or some shit, being like, oh yeah, fucking white supremacy kind of. It's fucking internet talking shit. Like you call, say the most racist shit on the online.
I think it's the law. It's the law. It's the gun law that really should be.
Like I said,
it is that's the fairest point because
I think that's what
he couldn't. It would have been illegal if he had a pistol. Yeah. But he was allowed to have a fucking firearm that wasn't registered to his name. That's what's
and it was like within a certain meters. It was some like distance. Like
the barrel had to be a certain.
And the barrel had to be
All that
there's a lot of
it was just so it's a technicality.
But a 9 millimeters, you can't bring a. That's weird. I think we'll get off that.
That little spin, it's fine, but like it's all.
It's fine, but
you should be able to talk about things like this. Like I said,
you should be, and everyone should have an opinion, and everyone should be open-minded, which people don't have that.
We're gonna talk about opinions. Astro World.
Yeah.
What do you guys think went down? Do you think Travis Scott is to blame for this shit?
I'm with Travis Scott.
I'm with Travis Scott too.
People were fighting me for it. I think I'm with Travis Scott 110%.
I'm with Travis Scott.
I'm gonna be the guy that says he fucked up. He had multiple kids. I'll lay my case down, and you guys can bash it. He had multiple. Concerts where this shit happens. People got trampled constantly. There's videos of him on social media going, rush the stage, fuck it. But when they start getting too close to him, he says, all right, stop it. Seriously, we got to seriously stop it. Because they're too close. Fans are rushing the stage. But when everyone's fucking getting trampled in the crowd, he's like, keep it going, keep it going. There's an ambulance at the time, before he even knew about it, at this, the incident, which is like, what is it? A couple $1 billion lawsuits now. So many people, like 9 deaths at his concert. There's an ambulance that he's seen, and he called it out 37 minutes before he was realized, before he actually got everything to stop. Yeah, he was alerted about it during stage, and he still got Drake out there. They performed for another like 20 something minutes. It's a lot of.
He was alerted that someone died.
Yeah, he was alerted that there was like mass casualties. So there's more than one. Multiple people have been dead. But I guess he pretended that he didn't really get it. Yeah. But there's radios in, and people there's videos of people coming up on stage to kind of telling them. There's fans chanting in like the first kind of few rows of it, at least. We're like, hey, stop the show, stop the show, stop the show. They're telling them. And they crowded in that ambulance that couldn't get. There's medical evac that was getting blocked on that. And he's like, hey, what's that? An ambulance? Oh, shit, wait, what's that? He pretended like he didn't even notice that there's an ambulance.
Yeah. Okay, but also think about it, okay? He's obviously, he's a celebrity, right? He's performing. Someone comes up to him like, okay, there's casualties, right? And probably didn't explain it properly well enough. And he's hyped. He's like on probably drugs, going crazy right now. Like, it's Travis Scott. Like he's probably off something. Like he's performing. He's on his set. Like he's in his mode, right? And like someone's coming up to you, telling you something, and probably not even saying it right, and you're not even listening properly, right? And if it's something that important, you guys are the ambulance. Like do something about it right there and then, or like call the police. Do something. Like why do you have to go to the person that's performing? That like. He put you on duty to do your work. Call the police. Do whatever you have to do to get that solved. Don't stop the guy that like maybe you can try to stop the concert. Get someone to try to stop the concert. Do whatever you have to do. But you're still supposed to do your job at the end of the day.
No, but as the show goes on, they say that. And one thing I will say, like when he saw the ambulance, but you also have to think about it from his point of view. How many shows does he do that he probably sees ambulances? Probably people just like
you said, yeah.
Hey, people like think about it. People
it's
like
a huge deal stopping a show that big, you know?
Yeah, it's people. Like people might be passing out. He's probably used. Imagine Michael Jackson when he used the first. And people would like just pass out and like it was just like a
Michael Jackson cancels the show.
I think it was partly his fault, but also his team. You know,
oh yeah,
you know, he had videos of like people like jumping the fence or whatever, getting through security, all that kind of stuff. Like it was just bad planning overall. His team, I think.
He's always
he's
always been about rage.
The city gave that spot out too, right? The city should have some type of blame too, because like they give that.
You can't solely blame him.
And that's what I always find.
You can give him some of the blame, 100%.
Everyone is like showing videos. Like you can literally get any video to make someone look horrible.
That is a weird video, though, where he is like, and there's like a body being held off. He's like,
But that's the thing. When you show it, you also have to think about it.
I didn't see
from his point of view.
Weird.
But that's the thing. From his point of view, it looked weird because when you show it, it was a fan.
So a body getting dragged up. Maybe
the person like that.
Maybe fainted. Maybe off drugs or something.
No, but that's the thing. It wasn't.
Didn't know it was dead. Was it a dead person?
But at the same time, he can't see the crowd properly.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
True.
There's like a huge bright light on him.
And you know how big Astro World is? There's so many people out there.
There's
always gonna pinpoint that dude. That just
people.
If you're gonna stop it, like
thousands?
you know how much money is on the line, too?
Bro, it's probably one of the biggest concerts.
I think it was almost
50,000 people or something like that.
Over 50,000.
It's not an easy decision.
So if he's like on stage, hyped up, well, one thing I will say is his fault because I've seen a documentary about this whole thing. And it's like he's always been about this raging thing, where he wants people to rage and break laws. Like he's
mosh pit.
There was a guy that if you guys go look it up, there's actually a guy that he told to jump off the second floor. No, this is real thing.
Which
and the guy jumped.
You gotta understand.
The guy jumped and broke his legs, and he's in a wheelchair now because of.
Well, that's not his fault.
That's not his fault.
That guy's an idiot.
But I'm saying he's encouraging very dangerous behavior. If I'm already thinking like, because what was it was not like people just jumping off balconies.
Well, he said do it.
What was happening is saying he wanted people to jump off the top thing, and people down would catch them. And that's what was happening. Yeah. So people were catching other people. Like, he's like, yeah, do it. And people were catching it. And the show is so hyped up. They have like, you ever see, it's like Playboy Cardi. You ever see their fans? They're like, you think there's like satanic shit. And this nigga's trying to claim God.
But you know, Rockstar's been doing that for.
No, but I know that. But I'm saying like the fact that he's telling people to break the law, break the law. And then you don't have enough security. And this one time that they break the law, because when they broke that thing and like that was part of it. Because he keeps telling people, oh, you guys ready to rage? Even he tweeted out before that show started, Astro World started. Go look it up. He tweeted out, you guys are ready to break the law. He deleted it now. Go look it up. He actually tweeted some wild shit, which is encouraging people to like turn up and break down, basically ignore shit.
Migos, it's called inciting a riot.
Yeah.
Migos had to fucking deal with some court shit like that too, where it's like, if fucking people are getting violent and you get on mic and keep going like, let's break some shit, grab some fucking bars at the glass, bash it over, like it's like you're insane.
And that guy has two charges of it. Go look it up.
Whatever.
Travis Scott has 2 charges of inciting a riot.
So he did it multiple times.
He's done it multiple times.
I think he's to blame for that. Like he's to blame.
I don't think it's like
that's his own blame, right? I think.
Blame.
Like you guys are saying, in the past, he did that. But in this situation that we're talking about, Astro World, he never encouraged it. He just didn't know. You know what I mean? And that's different. If he was encouraging it and that shit happened, that's 10 times worse. You know what I mean? But the fact that he's claiming like I didn't know, like we can't say he definitely did know. You know what I mean? Like
I just think it's stupid now when you play a Travis Scott song at a club. Everyone boos it. Like, oh no, like it's like a thing now.
But it's social media, right? Everyone follows.
Chill,
social
like,
media.
bro,
That's
like,
what happens. Like
it's huge.
How are you going to cancel like one of the biggest? Oh yeah.
Like the Cal case. It's social media, right? A lot of people are hating on him, so it's like, oh, let's join in and hate on him, right? I honestly don't hate the kid. I just hate the situation and like the fact that he like, and his parents too are to be blamed. Like the fact that like the parents were just like, you raised a kid that was just like one day is like gonna get up and like on Facebook and saying all that shit.
The mom's like, take the gun.
Yeah, exactly. Go take the gun
across country. That is
like that is what I hate. I don't hate the kid. Like he's a kid. Like you make mistakes, right? And like that is something he's gonna learn from. I don't think he's gonna walk again and go shoot up somebody.
He's gonna have a hard life, man.
Yeah.
He shared something about like a photo though. We'll go back. And, it's like he tried to fucking log into like Call of Duty or something, and it's like you can't use Kyle Rittenhouse.
Really?
Are you serious?
His fucking Instagram post was like, he's like, dude, I fucking can't even use my own name now. So it's like, his life has definitely changed for
100%.
But he seems like he's handling well. I like.
He's living good now.
Yeah, like he's on podcasts and stuff like that, and like
people have said like
really
either he's like a legitimately like fucking Navy SEALs level type of guy where he could go in and shoot, doesn't even care about the murders, or he's kind of like, when you're in that denial, he might be still in that denial stage.
Which
going
could be,
podcast, like man,
he's enjoying the life, right?
But
it
will maybe down
down
the road, couple of years, he's gonna go, dude, like the fuck, like my life is completely changed. Like he's not a kid anymore, for sure.
100%.
Yeah, I don't think that should.
Like I said, I don't blame him.
Cancel culture is a motherfucker. We could talk about DaBaby. You guys hear about like they're trying to cancel DaBaby? About the fucking shit. It was a little earlier. This guy like all violent rappers.
Yeah.
Bring it on! Oh my guys,
No, I think
that was I'm with DaBaby on this one. I think fucking.
What did he say?
He said some weird shit on
something about AIDS.
Yeah, it's like
in his concerts again.
You ain't got AIDS.
Some remarks about.
Wait, if you ain't got AIDS or something.
If you ain't got AIDS, get your hands up. Get your hands up.
There was some wild shit like that.
It was pretty fucked up.
I don't know if he. I think
It's like you're in the parking lot sucking dick. Why your hands in there?
But why would the LGBTQ community?
Yeah, no,
get mad?
I think
Why
social
would-
media
why would they
linked
get
it to gay people and AIDS.
Yeah.
Like that was not him.
Not sucking dick. That's like that's like
You ain't got no disease that make your dick fall off.
Yeah.
Get your lights on.
Yeah.
It was a weird thing that the LGBT.
When you're hyped on stage, I don't blame him. When you're hyped on stage,
No,
you say fucked up shit.
and also what you gotta look at,
Bro,
like I say, people make mistakes, and these rappers, most of these rappers come out from the hood. Like he raps about like he came out of the hood, was raised in a crack house, all that stuff. Like he came out from the hood, probably got famous like that instantly.
Yeah,
he
he's
does
like
not know how
19,
to.
21.
He doesn't know how to communicate. Just like how, he wasn't taught all of this. Like this is gonna be a huge lesson for him to learn. And if he can move forward with it and actually become, like censored in the future.
I think
that's good.
educating yourself is a good thing.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I don't think anything he said was so out of pocket.
And it's freedom
He
of
didn't
speech
literally
at
say
that point.
he didn't connect gay people and AIDS.
Yeah.
They did.
Yeah.
He just said if you're not gay, say if you didn't come here with AIDS. That's what he said. He didn't make those connections.
He just made
They-
people with
he
AIDS feel bad. Which is
insinuated.
kind of
But that's
weird.
it's like me saying, oh yeah, I have something to frig. I'm making insinuations, but I'm not giving you directly, oh, this is gay and AIDS.
No, you're right.
They made that insinuation,
You're
number
right.
one.
Yeah.
Number two, I don't think what he said was so out of pocket that you have to cancel.
Yeah.
Like, how the fuck are we giving LGBTQ people so much power that you guys can cancel? Mind you, DaBaby has killed 2 people. Like Dave Chappelle said. DaBaby has killed people. Never canceled.
Walmart.
But then he does this shit and LGBTQ be like, oh fuck, look at Dave Chappelle right
The
now.
LGBT community has like a huge saying right now, and like that even like with the Dave Chappelle too. Like I have Dave Chappelle's back with that because he's a comedian. Like comedians are here to make jokes, right?
About everything.
Like why are we censoring them? Let them make jokes. Let them have fun. Like I want to laugh too, right? We are all a little bit like racist or have like what I mean. There's some jokes. There's some jokes that we listen to that we're like, okay, yeah, we can laugh at it. You know what I mean? Doesn't mean like there's some actions that you think about it in your head. Like you can think about it. You're allowed to think about it. For you to go react to it, then that's like.
Don't act on them.
Yeah, don't act on them. You know what I mean?
There's a certain thing, you don't act on. It's a joke. A joke's a joke. No jokes about murder led to murder.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where that whole everything kind of gets wrapped into it. Like if it's on stage, it's a skit or whatever. It's not really inciting it. It's not inciting some act. Like someone's not gonna be sitting at home going like, "Oh, this guy made a joke about rape." Now it's
I'm able to rape or anything
I
like
will
that.
kind of push back against that. Like, no. He's not inciting it directly. There'll be some people that, however, like for instance, Trump never directly incites riots, but sometimes there'll be some motherfuckers just so unhinged. Like, yeah, when he hears Trump saying, he's like, "Oh, I gotta go." There's always
QAnon,
going to be.
case in point,
It's
QAnon.
on both. It's always extreme.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, people are
There's
to
always
be
going to be
blamed.
some wacko that really.
In
takes
a
it.
lot of this, what topics that we talked about, people are to be blamed.
But that's where it gets dicey.
Yeah,
It's
and
like-
society needs to be
But you
blamed
can't
because
just police everything
we've gone
they
so
say.
we've gone so far. Like I don't
think about
understand
it.
like where
Dave Chappelle also
we're
said-
lost. There's no common sense anymore.
He said he
That's
made
the
fun of
biggest
like
thing.
he made fun of like he made
Yeah.
shows like
Yeah.
back then where he talked about made fun of gay people.
Yeah.
And even back then on his Dave Chappelle show, on the Chappelle show, they said, "Oh yeah, you can't make jokes about you can't even say the F word like fag." He says you can't say that. He's like,
Oh, he
"What?"
said it?
No, but that's the main idea behind it.
Damn, you're not allowed to say that.
You gotta leave now.
But
We're
the
gonna
main
have to
idea is
kick
like
it
you
out.
can't
We're
say
gonna have
that
to kick
word,
it out, yeah.
but then he would say the N word, and they'd be like, "Oh yeah, that's fine on TV." And it's like, wait, why can I say the F word? They're like, well, because it's TV and it's offensive to gay people. But then why can I say the N word? Oh yeah, it's just because it's just you're black. And it's like, yeah, but I'm not a nigger. So it's like, you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
The main idea is like, oh, you can't say this word, but you
It's
can say the
double
N word.
standards, man. No,
It's just stupid.
No, it's just.
You should be able to make fun of anything.
yeah.
Well, within reason, within context. You should be able to make fun of everything. Because they make fun of black people, Latinos, everything.
Man, those are the best kind of jokes.
Those are the best type of jokes. Like
Stereotypes.
stereotypes and like fried chicken, water, whatever. It's always
But
the
you know
same
why?
thing.
Like it's crazy that like censoring so many things. Like we grew up like completely different than now, you know?
Yeah.
And like I feel like the world right now is so like we're all so like
fragile.
we're scared. Yeah, like we're
Take one
scared. You're
step,
scared to
though.
talk. You're scared to do anything.
I'm
you're scared-
trying to pick
like,
up a girl now is weird because it's
Yeah.
like her. You don't want to be a harasser.
actually, that
It's
was-
like, oh
Gotta
my
catch.
No, this is how it
Justice
used to be in my
warrior.
old workplace.
It's
Real shit.
because of humans. Like it was, you know how like it's always someone that does something like wrong that ruins it for the like
Yeah.
people, right?
And also sometimes some people that think they're being progressive,
Yeah.
that, okay, for instance, my old workplace, I was saying, you can ask someone out just once. If you ask them out the second time, it's harassment. I'm like, and that's where it's also,
How many times do you ask these girls
so,
out?
yo, wanna go out? Like,
And that's what
How many times do you have to ask
no,
her?
that's what I mean.
Why do you have to complain
no,
about
you
it?
can't, don't get me wrong.
No, I get what you
We're
mean.
just like, okay,
I know,
who
but
makes
like-
these rules? Like, imagine, like, it's like, who makes these rules? Like, it's just stupid. in that
I
sense.
think those rules are meant for a certain group in society. And no, honestly, there's some people, like I said, there's some people that have thoughts in their head and know like it right or wrong, and there's some people that have thoughts, don't know right or wrong, and just act on it, right?
Yeah.
Those rules are meant for those people, but now it's just
weak
spread.
and-
Yeah,
and
yeah. Now it's just
there's
spread
a lot
out
of-
to
we have
to
everybody
cater to
because,
the
like,
stupid ones.
yeah,
We have to
yeah.
cater to the
Because
stupid
common
ones.
sense does
so
not
low.
exist anymore.
I think the
Social
mental-
media gives a voice to the
think-
minority.
Yeah.
And everybody jumps on that shit.
And then
Yeah.
mental illness,
So-
I think the mental illness craze, like the mental illness, is also causing a lot of people to like,
A
like
lot of
distorting
crazy
a lot
people,
of crazy
man. A lot
people.
of crazy people, man.
And like again,
And the worst is
it
when like
distorts-
normal people jump on that crazy shit, man.
and then they
know?
some because they think they're being progressive.
Yeah, but
That's always in a one. Oh my God, we're being progressive. Like Black Lives Matter.
Or they trying to look good.
I always thought the whole Black Lives Matter another thing. It's like people think, oh my God, oh yeah, Black Lives Matter is a great thing. I'm like, yeah, you could be for it and you could still be against it and not be racist. People are like, no, if you're not. People, I tell people
okay,
straight up,
yeah,
like,
that's-
if you're against BLM, I tell people straight up, I'm a black person. I don't like Black Lives Matter. They're like, how can you say that? That's kind of racist. I'm like, no, it's not.
And the
You
weird
don't
thing
have
is,
to.
it's
You
like
can disagree.
Sorry to cut you off, Tammy.
No worries.
The weird thing is
Let's talk about that too.
why is it now like it's like a bonus? Like, hey guys, you guys matter. You guys
Yeah,
matter.
exactly.
And all these brands are like, hey, Black Lives Matter. It's like, dude, wait, what?
That's
They
a fact.
freed slaves a long ass time ago. Like,
Yeah.
what? And like, segregation ended a long ass time ago. And why are we getting this reminder? And I think it's like it's get people fighting and it's
just
click
dividing
views.
everybody.
It's dividing them more, right?
It feels like it definitely
think
has.
about
So
it,
that's
you
what the
grow up-
world has become. Click views.
If
That's
you
just
grow
what it
up,
is.
it's
you know,
social media.
now
Algorithm
nowadays,
and shit.
and you grow up with all this, getting bombarded.
Yeah.
This separation, just as you growing up as a kid. Well, you grew up with all this hate
Yeah.
against someone that they probably like.
They
They
don't-
don't hate you or anything,
Yeah.
but now you see someone that is not your skin color, and then you assume you just label them.
Yeah.
And they're just reprogramming kids from the very beginning. Like in schools and everything, it's just shitty, man.
It's the world.
You
like,
hate a person you never meet.
Yeah.
I
Like,
think
across
there's
the-
a bit-
You just you're walking. You're so like it
I think
just,
there's progressive things to like some stuff that like, oh hey, This we can kind of reframe it and like, oh man, okay, that's good. For instance, like indigenous people, we're going to have a reconciliation day. Okay, good. We can start getting some of these racist names off the streets. Okay, fine, that's good. But then they're literally, like I said, in my workplace now, they're literally going to the extreme now with their policing language. Now we can't say, oh, this person, my baby brother is living with autism. You can't say, oh, he's an autistic person. You can say, oh no, that's offensive. You have to say it's a person living with autism. It's the person first. Like.
It's hard to
getting
rules.
to that
There's a lot of
stupid
rules, yeah.
level that I'm pretty sure my baby brother would not. He's not offended when I say, "Oh, he's autistic." No. You have to say he's a person living with autism.
But yeah, you don't know that if he's offended or not.
No. But that's the thing. I don't know if he is.
He should be though.
Even if he is.
Guys, like he shouldn't be.
No. Even if he is, you shouldn't cater to that. You shouldn't cater to that because there's going to be idiots. For instance, me as a professional, I'm telling him, and that's one of the biggest things. Like me as a professional, I'm telling him like, oh hey, you're living with autism.
Tomorrow,
have a job. Someone in the streets. Someone in the streets is going to be like, oh, he's autistic. That's what I mean. That's what we just talked about.
Yeah.
The computer is constantly shutting down.
Really? What happened?
Crashing. It's just I have to stop the program and start it up again to get this bug out.
Yeah.
It's just pissing me off, and it just.
Oh, okay. Then do we have to re-record everything?
10 minutes here is doing it. So
What?
Okay.
like
The last 10
you have
minutes?
to get your audio from your phone and sync it up somehow.
Okay.
Okay.
In little areas.
Yeah.
Do you want to keep going?
Fuck.
I got a couple in me. Like we can talk about. Like,
Well, 'cause, like,
I have to go soon, anyways. I have to go soon.
Start a new video then.
Okay. It's still going. Yeah, keep her going, yeah.
Hey, let's keep it going.
Yeah.
And then, yeah,
Need a minute to get this-
We'll just talk louder.
yeah.
We'll just talk louder.
Worst comes to worst, it'll
Hey.
it'll just be like a shitty audio clip on
It's
the
fine.
in the middle, but that whole thing with the Black Lives Matter is weird because the person that's like the founder of it is like living in a $1.8 million home. Like she's just like, yo,
Listen,
talking like we're so
the
oppressed.
craziest thing about Black Lives Matter. Did you see the staff? It was like all white people.
Yeah. They're
First of all, that's the number one.
Jews, a lot of Jews.
Yeah,
too.
and they didn't do anything for the cause. That money, no one knows where that money
No,
went.
the founder that you're saying that they're super like rich or whatever. She moved to like one of the most prestigious places like in like the States.
Kids are in fucking private schools.
Yeah, and she's surrounded by like white people or whatever. When she said something the opposite, like I don't know, like she was against like white people or something. I don't really know.
Yeah.
But she moved into a neighborhood that is all white, and then preaching something totally different, you know?
And that's why I
Maybe you move there to preach to the white people so they can understand.
Or something, it was like something that didn't go with her ideology or
Playing
whatever.
tennis with the white people.
Hey, Jessica, just know that you can do this with other black people.
She's like, no.
I don't know. It was just.
I thought it was kind of foul. Like out here making this whole thing about like a racist system, but you're benefiting from the system.
Like they don't like. There's cases where like they could help like black people that they don't.
Trying to get everybody.
You know.
Yeah.
Trying to get everybody.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I know what you're talking
They
about.
could help black people and they don't. They
It's
choose
like-
to just pick and choose
It's
whatever
like
place that they
remember
want.
like the Asian hate thing? Like Asian people came together and donated money to this, and you could actually see where the Asian community was like spreading it out to Asians. Doing, oh yeah, this is where we're going to put it in because there were like a lot of attacks on Asian Americans.
Yeah.
So they actually donated to Asian Americans, and they actually told you this is where your money went. This
Yeah.
is where we're donating.
That's
to this
my
cause.
biggest thing
We're
about
donating to that
supporting
cause.
charities. I want to know where every single thing is going. Like how we found out about what's that one that been on television for so long? God, what $1 a day with World Vision. When you find out all the executive directors are getting paid like millions of dollars and like there's not that much.
And 60% of the money, and I think it was like something like 60% goes back into making those videos.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
what the
those
fuck is the whole
videos
point
cost
of
money.
So like, most of the money that they do,
Because they
goes
know
back.
the videos is how they were getting people.
So they're like, oh, we're just gonna keep making more videos and sending it out there and putting it out.
Yeah.
Like, that's just like, come on, man.
Yeah, no, it's wild. Yeah.
It's wild.
We can move on to something a little bit lighter. You guys hear the new Kanye West, new Drake? Y'all hear about?
I was actually talking to Haji that actually I was feeling the Kanye one more.
Yeah.
You like
I was
Donda? Donda?
Donda, I was feeling more, and I'm a Drake fan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drake has grown on me, but it's not a banger.
You know what? Like Drake's album, like listen to it, like look at it now. Like he just had like radio hits, like Too Sexy, Fill My Shirt, like
Yeah,
stuff
that's
like
a good
that.
song, though.
Yeah, I know it is.
It
It's radio hits. Like I think Kanye, like, it's dope. It's like Tupac versus Biggie type of thing, right?
Yeah.
Where Tupac was creating, like, he was rapping about real stuff, like that's what Kanye was rapping about, like real stuff, like in his life about God, his mom, and all that. Like while Drake is, you know, rapping about things that are relatable, like, you know, and that way that you can Instagram capture
Quotable,
things, you know what I mean? Yeah, quotable things, you know. And it's just a different type of. But I feel like together though, they'll be amazing because Kanye doesn't have the lyrics anymore. Like he's not lyrical, and Drake is lyrical, but Drake needs like that production that Kanye has. And then if they link them both together,
I think it's coming, isn't it?
yeah. Well, they just did a concert
Yeah,
together.
they did a
just
show.
did a
Oh
concert
yeah, it's
together.
coming.
How many people died during that show?
About zero.
Zero. Yeah. How did they do it? But fucking yeah, I listened to Kanye West and
Oh yeah, it's
Drake.
coming for sure.
I to be honest, when I first heard both of them, I was like, this is garbage. Like the hype, you know, because the hype was like these are gonna be the greatest thing.
I really like Knife Talk, man.
Knife Talk is
Knife Talk is good.
I
and
got
fun.
21 Savage.
I love 21 Savage.
It's good. When Drake comes in, I was like, no, come on, man. Like,
Yeah, when Drake comes in,
I'm like,
21 Savage's part. Yeah,
21 Savage murdered that.
He killed it. Yeah.
I really like the beat. Like, I gotta feed this. I really love that part. Like the intro. Like, I'm like, okay.
Yeah, it was good, man.
Yeah, no, that, but I picked Donda, like,
Donda,
and I'm obviously biased because I'm a huge Kanye fan, but I expected a lot from Drake. I think I like Drake. I listen to his music, but I don't think he's released a really good album since maybe
Drake?
Views.
Huh?
Maybe
Views I think was the last one from me.
He just like singles,
Personally.
right?
Because Scorpio,
Yeah, like Scorpio.
Scorpio
and all
was
that.
not-
Yeah,
was-
like
could've
it's
been
now
better,
it's just like
man.
he's been making like hits, like.
And the one
like-
thing I think with
Yeah.
Drake that annoys me,
Singles.
honestly,
Yeah, singles,
is
yeah.
like he has the same recipe for like these
Yeah.
past 3 albums.
Yeah,
You
it's
have
the
an
same.
African tune in there, you know, it's to go to the African.
You're right.
He has like almost like a Latino sound.
Yeah.
He does the same albums the same exact way. He's going to start off with this hardest track. Like Champagne Poetry was like my best, you know, like the first song will hook you in right away. You're like, oh, like when I heard Scorpion and I heard like, like what's it called? My molly pop niggas. You know when you first start, you like the sound is
You're
always
like,
the
oh,
best
yeah.
one.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, you're hyped, and then in a second, like everything else is like,
Yeah.
No, like when you compare Views, you compare like
or even if
those
you're
are
reading
albums.
this now,
He just
too,
knows how to
reading
be-
that was a banger.
that was a
That was a
banger.
banger.
And but he was like the rap there like was actually
rapping.
dope, and like even like what was it 6 or 2 a.m. in Toronto, whatever the fuck it is. But like yeah, in Chicago, whatever it is.
He just
No, I think that's his
Drake's
new
so
one.
Drake's so good. He just fucking lists the time and date when he's recording. The location. He's like, all right, there, and it goes fucking to.
Those
the
are
other one.
typically always my best ones, though. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's when he's reflecting more.
That's
I like
when
the
he's
ones where he's
rapping.
reflecting.
That's when he's
He's
rapping.
really good at
becomes
getting
like
like
what he's doing
mainstream
that
though.
day.
Mainstream hits. But
No,
Drake's,
but also
you know,
it's because his voice.
his voice and
And
the rhythm.
Also, I think Kanye can make hits. He's just been like, I wouldn't say selfish, but I think he's been making music for God in the last couple of years.
I think-
and the one about like the kids, like what he made one for kids that are born with mental.
Kids are born with ghosts or born.
Yeah,
kids
the
can
one,
see ghosts.
kids who ghosts.
But
for
one thing
kids
I will
that
say
are
about
dealing with
Kanye's
mental
album, though,
disorders.
Kanye's album will always get you like thinking, like, because I remember like when I first heard when he come up with like I'm awesome, I'm bipolar, something like I'm awesome. Like, I remember like, I remember when I heard the album.
He's funny. He's a
But
funny
that's
guy.
the thing,
though.
but you guys, it's
Yeah.
dark.
Yeah.
But like, go listen to like the very first track on that thing. He's like, oh wait, what's it called? They say, oh, you love yourself, but I love myself and I want to kill myself. I'm like,
He's
holy.
speaking the
I'm like,
truth.
holy
Like,
shit.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
like dark shit.
It's
He's
dark,
like,
but it's the
people say
truth.
don't say that.
Yeah.
Like you should love yourself. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, I love myself and I still want to kill myself.
yeah.
And when I heard that line, I was like,
He's
And then he's like, I love you so much
That
that
I
I want to kill you. Like he's talking about his wife.
he's talking about.
his wife. Like he's talking about himself.
But
like,
you can also take it as him
Yeah.
looking at himself in the mirror.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's like it can,
Because
however.
in reality, they say people do have those dark thoughts. People do think
yeah,
about
yeah.
killing themselves at one point. No one talks about it. You know
Yeah,
what I
'cause it was
mean? And
like,
these are the things that like maybe society needs sometimes, like to know that people are going through
that's
dark
what I thought
times.
it
Like,
was
instead of canceling every single thing that comes out, and it's like, okay, I'm the only one dealing with this. Then you know what I mean? And it's like, okay.
And I think that was why
Yeah.
that song was so, because Kanye's actually being like, oh yeah, like I want to. He's like, don't say. And also another thing that I thought was beautiful about that album is like, don't feel bad for me for having a mental health disorder. I think of it as a superpower. And I was like, Oh, that's a
Yeah.
interesting spin on it.
Yeah.
He went off his meds. He's like, I want to feel the. I was kind of like, bro. He said he went off his meds because he wanted to also feel the extremes too, right? Because most people say, oh no, you have to be controlled. Because like I said, I can kind of relate to that because my baby brother, being autistic, he has too much energy. The nurse is like, oh no, you have to give him this. We don't give him things, but he has too much energy still. Granted, there's sometimes we'll try to
focus that energy. It could be crazy.
Focus that
right?
energy into other things. But if you always medicate him, he'll just be sitting there and not do anything for like 5 hours.
And
He just sit there.
my biggest thing with medication is it messes up. Like,
It messes him up.
As someone that's worked with kids with intellectual disability or humans with intellectual disabilities and like the medication that they give them, I think it slows them down
and they're
so
and they're
much.
kids too, right? How do you know if it's just like a normal?
It slows
Like,
them so much.
Kids are
man.
They're just
energetic,
hyper. They're like, oh no, you put the brain down.
they just point
yeah.
you.
And there's-
energy levels.
But there's ways I think society can teach them, and like
Of
and like
course,
I've seen kids, like I could work with some of these kids when they're not even on their meds, you know, and they're great, and like, but it's like you have to give them their meds
And they're just zombies. They're
at
just
8
sitting there like
a.m.
this.
at 4 p.m. and then
That's
I'd like no.
That's
like,
why we
like,
took them
you know
out
what
to
I mean?
max because he
Yeah.
would just sit there.
They just like
He
what,
just
they
sits there and
numb
he
you?
just he likes playing video games.
Well,
and
and
he
he
doesn't
gives-
want to do anything. He just wants to sit there and watch TV, which is weird to us. And then like I'm like, this is not normal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
your brother has a lot of energy.
He has a lot of energy. He breaks shit, and that's why you just tell him, "Hey, don't do that."
Yeah.
And he learns from that. You just have to keep yelling. Like it's annoying having to. It's a little bit of stress on you.
Yeah.
But if you just do that work, like, "Hey, don't do this," you know this. They're going to keep doing it. You just have to keep telling them
Yeah,
because that
love
energy
your
is there.
child, teach
They just
them.
keep going. They just
Love
keep
your
going.
child,
But then
teach
why the fuck would you zombify your kid and just
So they just go numb.
He
Man.
would just. I remember he sat on the stairs for like 2 hours. What do you think about playing video games?
It just kills your like creativity,
Oh, fuck,
everything.
That's
just, like,
horrible, and that's why we don't.
makes
give
you a
them.
robot, basically.
But again, the pills can be helpful. It's time and place, right?
Yeah.
Like I took him to the mall today to get Santa pictures, and my God, he felt like throwing up because anxiety was like just taking over. It's an anxiety disorder as well too
Yeah,
for
yeah.
him. It's too much sensory things. Santa, he's never met this guy before. Too much change for him causes like overwhelming.
Yeah.
So like that pill would have helped him there to like calm down and take the
Or-
picture and stuff like that.
Or you just like slowly like get him used to that, like you know what I mean. It's just,
But that's
it's like-
I don't. It's
yeah.
not my kid.
Exactly.
That's the
But-
shitty thing.
but that's what I'm saying.
No,
I'm saying,
if
like,
I-
as
if he had that-
parents, instead of like let's just throw pills at him because
Yeah.
like
It's
there's
the
no way
easier thing.
it's gonna be too much for me to handle. No, like
is, yeah.
I'm not gonna say a human's a dog, but like it's like dogs. Like some people like they dogs turn out bad and they're like, oh okay, let me just get rid of him. I can't. Like no, like you if you're having something a human animal in this world, like you're supposed to teach them the ways and then be there for them as much as you can, right? And like pills like pills do fix one thing, but we know they have other issues that come. Yeah, they have side effects that come out with it. Like I would not want to give my son like just giving them pills when there's other ways. Like there was like I was watching this show actually. There was this kid that was autistic. And like obviously the parents were giving him pills for the longest time, right? And eventually they went to go see this lady that was like doing like some type of like meditation with the kid. And the kid changed dramatically within a year compared to when she was on pill because it was just maintained, right?
Yeah.
And she was just calm the entire time instead of like her actually learning things and like her actually moving on with her life, you know? Like that's the difference. I think we're just being lazy as a society moving forward.
Exactly.
And just be like, just
because when you give him the pill as well too,
Yeah.
he does not engage. Like now we're teaching him to cook.
Yeah.
Because if he more likely than not, he's going to need support in his life at some
Exactly.
point. But that's the thing. Right now we can teach him the skills.
Yeah.
If you took him on pills and he's like, oh, go cook this, he's just going to sit there like this. He's just going to watch
That's
it.
crazy, man.
But now I'm like, no, you do this.
Yeah.
No, you messed up the thing. You sweep up the floor,
Can
and
you
you're
memorize
teaching them
those
these skills.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
They actually learn. Like my baby brother now, when he's done eating, he will sweep up wherever he eats now. He will cook. He knows how to make noodles in the
And these
microwave.
kids are very smart. Like
He's
they're
very smart.
very, very smart. Like the pills is what is like making them like, if anything, like
Just kind of
just kind of like lazy.
That leads to some crazy behavior later on. The pills.
I think
It also-
the pills just don't get them to really associate themselves in society, like really like.
Because
relate themselves in
you know,
society.
you obviously probably skip like important parts, like associating with other people, like how you should, and all that.
It
kind
also
of stuff.
causes, like,
Imagine
mental
later on
mental-
all the mental problems you have.
Yeah, the mental problems, and we know what they do with that. They give you more pills.
Yeah.
That's what they do.
And it's a cycle. 'cause
It's just a cycle.
They're
Now,
making billions of dollars a year.
and now you're
off this.
15.
It's a business.
and you know, like
Oh,
they're
it all
gonna be an
comes down
EIA and all
money.
this
Yeah,
stuff.
it all
And,
comes down to money, man.
It's all
That's
correct.
evil, man.
It's evil
All
shit.
comes down to
And for instance,
money,
I
spending.
also always think about that fact too. Like think about it. I work in the mental health field, and a lot of shit that you're diagnosing as someone having this mental health. Like, dude, like, what is like now you're not even allowed to be shy. Like, remember back then I used to be shy. I'm like, yo, bro, like I'm shy. Like, yo, go give this teddy bear to that girl. I'm shy. Like, you're not allowed to shy anymore. You know what they call it now?
Yeah.
This is real shit. Now if you're shy, they call it social anxiety.
Yeah,
I'm like, what? It's not social anxiety.
I would have got diagnosed. I was in shock.
I would have been thinking about that's really what it is. Like now,
he was.
I can study in school.
Because Jeff was shy when he came to school, but on MSN. This was back in the day. This was back in the day. So think about it. You know, I could have easy. Jeff at school would be like this. When he goes on MSN, guys like
on MSN,
on Facebook, he's like talking to these girls, like messaging them.
But the
goes to school.
It worked.
And that was okay. But that was okay.
But that's the main idea. Like now you can't.
He's talking the dirtiest shit.
Yeah, no, but like you're right. That's a big point.
Yeah, you can't be shy anymore. You can't just have a little thing that you're going through anymore. You're like, oh,
you have more
one
energy
more
than you
topic.
have one more energy that you got, and now you got ADHD pills.
Let's hit it with one more topic.
Yeah, you guys watching sports? Keeping up with anything?
yeah, I keep up with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Lakers are sucking.
Lakers are sucking.
Yo,
what's LeBron doing out there fighting niggas? Was he fighting? Who was he fighting?
He fought some dude, but LeBron had no. But I think he did that to get some amped into his team. Like his team is kind of weak. Like I like Westbrook. Like he brings the intensity, but Anthony Davis. I love Anthony Davis, man. But he's so like weak. Like he's not a true he's not a true big. I don't understand it. Like bro, I used to be averaging 30 points, not the 36-year-old.
He's not dominating.
No, he's not. He's not.
He used to be a dominator, but he's going the Dwight Howard.
Yeah,
Dwight Howard's a bum.
Yeah,
like he's not even like he don't even show.
It has to do with LeBron for sure. He's getting LeBron's there. He's just letting LeBron do
and also he doesn't play like a big.
So he doesn't feel that responsibility as much.
But that's what shows who's great, right? If he wants to be one of the greats, Shaq wasn't waiting for Kobe.
Yeah.
Shaq.
That's why they won.
Kobe wasn't waiting for Shaq. They won the same team.
Yeah, that's why they were three-peat.
Exactly. And they hated each other on top of that, but they were still balling. You know what I mean? I will score my 30 piece. You score your 30
Yeah, he doesn't have that mentality.
No, but Anthony Davis is wrong. He does not like banging. Like whenever he's in the post, he likes taking fades. He's like the modern day post player. Bro, he doesn't want to play center because even though it's perfect for it because it's like he can play like that.
He can be versatile.
Yeah, very versatile. He doesn't like playing five.
Who was trying to play
defense on him. He doesn't like posting up. He just like always fades away. Like, I hate it.
I forgot who was trying to play defense on it. It was not no one crazy, but he was just like struggling. Like I'm like, bro, you're 6 foot, like I don't even know how tall you were, but you're super tall. Right? And then you have this, it's Draymond Green that he was messing him up. Yeah. I'm like, because Draymond Green was like a true defender, right? Like, it's like back in the day, like he would talk shit to you, he'll like, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
He'll get in your elbow.
He'll get in your head.
Yeah.
He'll get in your head.
And as an all-star, you're there getting messed up by this guy, this puny guy. It's like Dami playing defense on me and me getting worried.
Exactly, you gonna get No, but honestly, like that guy plays so fragile. Like I've always been a fan of him.
Yeah.
When he plays. Because
when he played with DeMarcus Cousins, that's why I love DeMarcus Cousins.
Oh, I love DeMarcus.
I love DeMarcus Cousins.
He was tough, man.
That guy, regardless when he comes in, he makes a presence. Like he makes his presence known. He's the only big guy that I would know. Like the post play. He's the only post play that I really know. Like no one really plays like DeMarcus. DeMarcus Cousins was a mean guy. You would not want to push him around because you don't want to anger him.
I like him, but the only reason why, for me, I like players like that, but I never respect them. It's just like Anthony Davis. I just never know because no. This is always it with me. If you're doing shit like if you're doing stuff like that, you have to at least win. Yeah. And with DeMarcus Cousins, when I always thought him average like good numbers, but then his team never. It's like Westbrook. Because Westbrook special. Westbrook could give you a triple double, 40 points, and they'll still lose by 30. And I just always like. Yeah. I can respect it, but at the same time, I can also be like
the difference between DeMarcus Cousins and Westbrook is because DeMarcus Cousins. When does a post ever lead their team to a win? When they need a point guard too, they need a shooting guard, right? DeMarcus Cousins could get 40 points, 50 points, 60 points, which he was doing. But his teammates were getting 10, 9, 8.
Yeah.
You need a good point
and they were the ones leading with the ball. They get scared and pass it. Like you need and then when he had another post, like they were scoring, but you still need guards to do their thing. Like when Anthony Davis and DeMarcus Cousins were together, they were scoring like 40, and that's when Anthony Davis was playing his best. Like he was averaging good, and he was a good post at the time. And then now he's weak, but. Like I'm saying, like you do need your guards to play well as well.
Dirk Nowitzki though.
Dirk Nowitzki.
He's still going. Is he still?
No. But
he had Jason Kidd. He had a good. He had a good squad. He had a good squad.
But you gotta give him a lot of credit, man.
Yeah,
for beating LeBron, right?
Oh yeah.
Just know that would never happen to Kobe Bryant. But yeah, he did beat LeBron. He did beat him.
This guy had to just.
Just know it won't happen to Kobe.
He's not like straight. Well, he did play post, right?
Yeah.
But he was so versatile, man.
He was. He
led
had
his
that
team to a
nasty
win.
shot. He had that nasty shot.
Nasty shot.
Yeah, it worked. Yeah.
Well, nobody stopped it, man.
Yeah, no, but I mean, the game's also different now, and like you have like Curry now, you know. I mean,
Dude, Curry is ridiculous.
What's it?
Harden?
No.
And it's Toronto Raptors.
Thompson?
Kyrie.
No. Thompson.
Klay Thompson.
Clay. I said Kyle Thompson. My bad. Klay Thompson. Like, and you have like a team like that where you just have shooters, and they don't even have a post, man. You know what I mean? So that's how crazy it is.
But have you seen?
When you say how they don't need a post, you don't need a post. A post can score 60 points, but it doesn't matter, bro. It's just you need guards. You know?
Are they winning?
They're like first, and like they have Curry. They have this new guy. There's like a new guy that basically plays like Klay Thompson. What's that new guy?
Hey! Don't put some respect on Klay Thompson.
No, I'm not. I'm saying like he's like a pure shooter. He can average like 30 a night. Like it's like his second year.
He's great when he shows up.
Yeah.
It's a different league, man.
When you don't show up, you don't show up.
It's definitely entertaining watching those shots that are that far away from the 3-point line. But I like the grit from back in the day.
No, but they got
some defense. No one plays defense.
Look at the Bucks. Why did the Bucks win? Right? Because they had a really good post or power forward, whatever he is. Then he had good guards that were actually making points. Right?
No.
So when he had 19 points, his guards had 30, 20, right?
He had good guards and stuff.
Yeah,
but they weren't like big names.
They weren't big names, but they did their position.
They
weren't big names. They weren't anything.
I think they'll still win
because it was. If you think about it, that team is like you got to give 100% credit to that guy.
Yeah. Drew Holiday showed up. Like I was like, okay, it was Bledsoe. Yeah, they had Bledsoe on that team too, and like they all showed up and they all played well. And like I was like, wow, okay, like
everybody
you
knew
have a
the
supporting
role.
cast. You have a supporting cast. Yes. Antetokounmpo was scoring 30, and this.
I love that guy's name.
It's a tongue twister. I used to call him Punko.
That's why I didn't say that.
No, but he's actually Nigerian, and his name is actually Adetokounmpo, but he switched it to Greek. Adetokounmpo. It's actually Adetokounmpo, which is a Nigerian name, but.
He said peace to Nigeria.
It's always Nigerians that dominate.
These motherfuckers keep scamming
God. Hello, Greece.
Greece. No, but hey, like
great guy.
Greece is crazy.
I respect to his championship, 100%.
Oh, 1,000%.
I don't respect him. I honestly wanted.
He deserved it.
That series with Brooklyn though was probably the best series I've seen in a long time.
Yeah, I know. I wanted
Could have gone either way.
Brooklyn's gotten good though.
I wanted
Brooklyn was shit for the longest time.
Oh yeah, no. Well, when you have 3 stars on your team.
Well, 2 now.
Actually 2 now, because one.
Actually, probably 1, because James Harden.
Vaccine.
James Harden. Have you seen James Harden lately?
Not lately.
They don't call those fouls. They don't call those fouls anymore. Like that was James Harden fouls. So I think he's only having
He's just chilling
a game.
On sick leave.
He's not doing good.
Wow.
James Harden is not doing good with the new rules. They took away those. You know when you jump into the defender and you shoot it. They took away those little bullshit fouls.
I think also he's being like he's not selfish right now. He's playing Kyrie's role too, and because Kyrie's not there, that's why he's averaging 20 points or like lower than.
Trying to elevate everybody.
He's trying to play a role as a point guard and like trying to get the ball around too. Like, and he's not like, okay, let me just go shoot like, because he could go out and shoot like let's be honest, like if he wants to go out and drop 40
no, but I'm just surprised he hasn't scored like over 30 this year. Like it's just
because most of the plays like he's worried about like getting the balls out, getting like, you know what I mean,
he's like setting people up.
And like KD especially, like KD doesn't really need that much help, but
it's just,
but if you had Kyrie at least coming up with the ball, that makes a difference. Or Kyrie as a second option, like, you know.
Before we even go, we should talk about the Bombers.
Oh,
you guys talking about the CFL?
Yeah, no, I'm happy for my guys, man. I'm happy for my guys. Like I hope they win.
Yeah,
you know? I hope they win too.
I hope they win, and
they're playing on Sunday. In case you don't know, tomorrow, yeah.
Sunday.
I
2 days. I thought it was Friday.
Come on, man.
I'm not watching that shit, but
back to back. But yeah,
back to back. Yeah.
It's good to see them. Like,
you remember we played against Dembski?
Yeah, I know, Dembski.
Yeah.
And when I see him now, even when I saw him at the club a few times, it actually led me to the section.
See, you worried about me. You worried about me going to the club.
No, that was like
in the section.
Yeah, he led me in the section of
Yo, why didn't you call me up, man?
Yeah, bro. Like,
You guys
he's
played
like,
And you calling me out?
Wait, Dembski's our generation?
He was 1 year older.
1 year old.
So okay, so you guys played.
Bro, I remember trying to tackle
What
that
school?
guy. Oh, fuck. I remember.
What school?
Oak Park. He went to Oak Park.
Oh, okay, yeah. Makes
So
sense.
here's
He's
a
huge.
vivid memory of mine of playing football.
Yeah.
He had the ball. He was running like no one could catch him. He's on no freeway like he's going right. Like all in him. I'm running. I got him. Boom. Okay. The guy dragged me. Dragged me for another 20 yards, and then eventually I got him down. But he dragged me for another 20 yards.
Wow.
Yo, he's big.
Yeah.
He's like
So
built.
big and fast.
Yeah.
He has like the same stature as me, but he's like 6'2" or 6.
He can move. For a big boy, he can move.
He's very.
He's like 5'11",
Did he almost beat?
5'10".
Did he beat you in track?
No, impossible.
It was like no, but it was very close though.
kidding.
It was very
Yeah,
close.
he had a
Like
quick
it was
time.
like right on the Haji's tail when they ran track.
yeah.
Like in the 100-meter. Like I remember I was in the same heat as him.
Yeah, he's a big guy, but he can
And
move.
he can move.
Yeah,
Like
quick,
fuck,
he's
he like flew, and I was like, holy shit, he
quick,
can move.
yeah.
I didn't know he was that fast, but he's fucking fast.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
my guy still though.
Yeah.
That's my guy.
Bro, like
still.
when he run, I'm like,
Yeah.
man, imagine just being that big and like almost like a Haji speed. Like he's just fucking.
It's cool that he's from here and he's playing for the Bombers.
No, I think that's
You know,
awesome.
Yeah.
that's-
They were the
I
same
honestly
shit.
thought he was gonna go to CFL, NFL for sure, just because he was just amazing. But he was also
But
a
the
running back
States
at the
also,
time,
man.
right?
The
And then
States is
they
tough.
switched him to a receiver.
So many players in the States.
Yeah,
man,
no,
you know, like-
America.
Well,
NFL.
what about the guy? You never know. You never say never. Like, what about the guy that made it from here? That
Yeah. Strathmore
that plays for
or
the
whatever.
Saints?
Yeah.
You mean you're
Oh
right?
yeah. No, I
No,
yeah,
no,
he's
no,
that
no,
guy
what's his
too.
name?
It could
my-
happen,
yeah.
but you know it's hard.
Oh, it's hard. It's hard.
David, is you talking about
David.
Yeah,
I forgot his last name. Onyemata.
Yeah, that was pretty.
Nigerian.
I was like Saints. I was like, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It's kind of cool when they say Winnipeg. I'm like, okay, that's
Yeah.
kind of dope.
No, I check on him every now and then. Actually, he's a dope guy, man. Like he's
He's like a gentle giant.
yeah. He like
He doesn't say much. Like,
yeah. He's quiet.
That's cool,
dude.
man. That's cool.
Yeah. I remember, like, that's one thing I find weird about U of M, though. They be recruiting motherfuckers from Nigeria, and then they come here to, like, I remember, like, when I first time on the team, they got, like, a 6'4" guy.
Big dude.
He hit me so hard, and I was
Oh,
like,
man.
bro.
So
Because when you play high school
story?
ball,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
like
Came
little
from
white kids
Nigeria,
hitting you. You're like,
right?
whatever.
Came from
Just
Nigeria.
straight volume and strength, man.
But
Just-
yeah, they hit you. It's almost
just
like
came
a
here for-
brick. It's like, man, you don't move them.
High
They,
school,
move.
right?
U of
They
M,
drove me back.
The U of
Like,
M recruiter. He's a
U of M
like, he's a cool.
Remember,
like,
Haji and I went
you
to-
can recruit a dog to play for his team. Like he's amazing. Like,
Remember our first
Doogie?
training?
Yeah.
We went to training together.
Yeah.
And I think after the first training, we didn't go back anymore.
See what happened?
What training did you guys?
With who?
You were Bison.
So
Bisons.
yeah.
Oh, you guys went to train with the
I
Bisons.
don't like when Dami explains this.
Yeah,
No, I don't remember. I don't fully
him.
remember.
I believe
though.
him.
I don't remember fully.
Let Hashi explain. Okay. You guys went
No,
to
but he's
train
right.
for
He's right.
Bison?
So we went training because like I said, that guy is an amazing recruiter. That's how he recruited David Onyemata because David came here for school from Nigeria, right? And like he just told him one day, like, hey, like you're big, you know, come play football. Nothing crazy, like nothing serious. Started playing football, kind of sucked. Then got better and better and better as time went on, and then now he's in the NFL. You know,
Crazy.
it's just like some international kid that just came here for schooling, you know, and then like which is crazy. But
That's a
anyway,
dream come true,
the
man.
same way he recruited me and Dami, but me and Dami.
What practice?
How did you guys do?
Well, we went there, right? And
It's when it starts off. So we went there, right? It's not gonna be good. Let's hear it.
Dami had his helmet, I had my helmet, I had my, you know, we had our fits on.
You mean we were
We did our
good.
thing.
We did good.
Then we realized it wasn't for
tried.
us, you know?
Yeah.
After a couple of hits, you know, here and there, and I realized,
Dang.
hey, track is going well for me. Let me just
Couple
focus on
concussions.
track, yeah.
You know, like, boy, I was.
No, I just didn't like the fact that like you know like people get hit that hard and I like my brain is my temple and like I just wanted to protect it and that was my choice. Donnie was kind
It's
of
a real consequence.
No, I was
Tommy
like,
was-
you know what made it worse? Like the fact, I don't mind the running part.
Donnie was a running
The
back.
running part. See, the running part is the easy part. The hard part is blocking. And motherfucker is 6'4" and almost like 300 pounds. And it was like this. He just steamrolled me, my guy. Like,
Yeah.
Because,
You gotta be big. And
you gotta
tall,
be big.
man.
You
And
gotta.
tall.
Even if you're not big, you have to be able to like
Yeah.
maneuver your way. Like the guy that the guy that was running with, like the other guy,
Yeah.
was not very big.
You
He
know
probably
Nick
weighed-
Dembski and Anthony Coombs.
Yeah, Anthony Coombs, that's his name. Anthony Coombs was not the
big.
biggest guy, but he actually knew how to like actually lay a hit. But for me, I
also we had 3 years of playing football, and it was like 3 years of just playing football in high school, and then that was it.
Yeah.
You know. And,
that guy, like,
and like,
you can't bullshit your way.
no
with
offense to
him.
our high school coach, I don't think that he did well. In,
You know, those guys that they, if they have a path, right? They're in the community clubs, they're in the centers, they're very young age doing all of these things, and yeah, so. It's tough for you guys. We just had our fucking shitty high school, and
hey,
it
but
was,
we won one year.
we won our first year when everyone didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
Did you get a ring?
No,
I didn't get a ring.
I didn't buy the ring either. I'm like, you gotta afford it.
Shit, we couldn't afford it.
Pay for this shit.
$400 for what?
You know what makes it worse? It's like,
If I don't slap you,
get the.
My mom was like, "Get the fuck out of here! $200. You don't pay for rent."
and a jacket.
You know what it was?
Jacket too.
We didn't even get a
Oh,
jacket.
it's so bad.
You know who still has a
lost
jacket?
your mind.
You know who still has a jacket? Nick
Mama,
does.
please.
Nick has a ring and a jacket.
Yeah.
And I get mad because
The
like,
ones
we
that
worked
actually
harder
scored the
for this shit
touchdown,
than this thing.
the ones that actually scored the touchdown,
Yeah,
did all the running and
We
all
didn't
that.
get
We
shit.
didn't get nothing.
I sacrificed
Sacrifice our bodies.
I was
man.
so.
These motherfuckers had me fucking doing the going door to door with the fucking
The bench,
fundraising.
the bench got
They were
everything.
benched. They were benched, man.
They made us
The bench got everything. The rings, the
selling cookies to
jacket,
people. We're trying to sell cookies to people. We're trying to raise money to
the chocolates.
Yeah, the chocolate. They're like, you want to buy?
We gotta do this again,
Yeah,
though.
we
Honestly.
definitely got to do this shit. This
Yeah,
is
fine.
hey, and then when I have more time too, like we gotta sit down and actually finish all this.
yeah.
and, like,
Ahaji's got an important haircut.
Yeah, I do. That's why I have my hood on.
We'll have some tequila.
Yeah.
Oh,
we'll
yeah.
get some fucking
We're gonna make it like drinking with champs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna come in looking like Kanye next time.
Yeah.
You ever see that episode?
With a bald spot. That was a bad.
Who the hell cuts that motherfucker's hair?
No, I mean, did you watch the concert? You saw his boots?
Yeah, his boots.
Fucking
Snow boots.
Yeah.
I can get that shit for $40 from Walmart.
30 weather. You have boots on. Yeah, my guy's going through something for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
When I saw
I'm
that,
technically homeless. What? Kanye West.
in the
Kanye
video.
West say some shit. I'm technically homeless,
Because
man.
he sold
Save
all
on
his
rent.
things. He's like, I'm just gonna stay at my buddy's.
I'm a monk now. Like, what?
like,
He's
I'm
like, dude, your wife kicked you out, man. Like, be honest with us, man. I'm homeless.
friends. We're friends.
I feel for him though. The fact that he has to fight for his wife and some skinny dude is
Bro.
piping down his
Bro,
wife.
you know,
Pete Davidson, bro.
Someone piping down his wife. And that's just like, bruh, like you gotta take the L on that. I would have just
he's
taken
passing
it.
on
Fault, man.
everybody.
That's Kim's fault,
Yeah,
man.
that's-
That's Kim's
No,
fault. That's
dude,
embarrassment.
like,
you know?
that's who you fuck with,
Secondhand
right?
embarrassment. Like,
I
She
feel
lives
for
for
him,
this
though.
type of shit, though. That's-
would you guys want your ex to move forward with like, someone that's like better than you in every direction? Like, you see personally that is better than you, or someone that you see that's lower than you?
I'd say it'd be embarrassing, but I'd be like, at least she leveled up. I hate to see people do bad.
I
hate seeing people do bad.
I love my exes to move up and
I actually have no bad
I
luck.
love it. Trust
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
I love to see
Oh,
people
man.
move up.
All 185 of them. Yeah.
They might be able to have a whole
It's just
Instagram
good for the
account.
economy at that point.
That's fine. Oh, that's yours?
No, but
This is my wallet.
Oh,
This motherfucker.
I've had only a couple of girlfriends.
Oh yeah. Just ladies of the night then. All right. Well, that's been the weekend show with me and his buddies from high school. I always see Haji posting photos with girls. He's kind of
When do I ever feel sorry for girls, man? I don't.
the ultimate you
I don't
have
get
here.
girls.
maybe
man.
this. It's your. I forgot you have sisters.
Yeah, I do. I have cousins.
It's all your sisters and cousins friends.
Yeah, man.
He's just a friendly guy.
I like
Yeah, I am a friendly guy.
Yeah. Yeah. You guys
That
dropped
is
all your Instagrams and shit, and I
Yeah.
guess you guys.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys again next
Yeah.
next time on the podcast.
Thank you for inviting me. That doesn't get canceled.
Oh yeah. Oh dude, that's
Cancel
what you
me.
said.
Cancel me.